Well, there you go. Now it's showtime.
Yeah. The red light is on. It's Thursday, one day away from the weekend. Oh man, I can't wait to just lay around and do nothing but watch NBA playoffs. What's going on?
I'm in the same bracket, baby. I'm in the same
Yeah.
bracket. You already know. I'm excited because all the villains were going crazy. We'll get into that in a second. But like you said, this many games, I'm just mad that there's a couple of crabby teams out here. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
It's more than a couple.
Yeah. They've been exposed.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's why I was telling you I didn't like the play-in. This is why the play-in is terrible. Because now you get Minnesota against Utah, but I don't want to go there. Let's go through the topic. Let's do it. Let's do it the right way because I go off the hinges, man. For real,
Listen, man. I mean, speaking of the play-in,
now they look like a play-in team.
And
Yeah.
who would that be?
Come on, man.
The Lake Show,
the yellow and purple.
The Lake No Show.
The real Lakers team showed up in game 2. That's who they really are.
Oh my God. Is that what you think it is? That was the real team last night?
Yeah. Once again, this is what I say is the difference between LeBron and Jordan. No player will dare do that to Jordan. You're not mocking him in his face. Remember, my Knicks tried it, but it was physical. But you're not mocking the GOAT. I don't care what nobody say.
Let's catch these people up though. Memphis Grizzlies beat the LA Lakers 103-93. It felt worse than that.
But let's not forget, without their best player, their superstar player,
Ja Morant.
That's the problem.
Without this, two of the 5 starting lineup is gone. Steven Adams and Ja Morant was gone yesterday, so he didn't break a bone like they originally thought, and it looked that bad initially. LeBron James 28 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists. How many? Anthony Davis had 13 points.
Terrible.
4 of 14.
But you know what? Lately he's been averaging like in the teens lately. 18, 19, 17. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But how many rebounds and blocks did he have?
9 rebounds, 5 blocks.
Now you can't sniff at 5 blocks. But the rebounds, you got to be double digit. But 13, 14 points is not enough. No. And it goes back to, once again, when we had that other topic. Is he a superstar? You said he's the best player when he's healthy. He's healthy. This is the playoffs. Oh, come on, man. We're not going to do that.
He's not healthy, nor is he motivated. That's what I said. When you got
motivated, don't backtrack. Hold on.
That's what I said.
You may have to retract the retraction. Remember, that's our new thing. Retract the retraction. I'm trying to tell you, he is not the best player in the league fully healthy. I'm sorry. Nope.
Did I alter y'all? I can't alter y'all yet because it's always been his problem. Before we get to LeBron, because who the hell is gonna call out Anthony Davis? He can't even call out himself. That's my problem with him. You can't even call out yourself. This is horrible. You said nothing to sneeze at 5 blocks. Yes, I can. When you're 4 or 14, nah. Yeah. 4 or 14, and you 6'10", and these dudes are getting on you. They weren't just talking ish to LeBron. They were talking to you, Anthony Davis. You got elbowed in the eye. That's stupid. Every time you get hit, you just listen. I lost respect for Sabonis. We'll get into that in a second. And I've always lost respect for Anthony Davis the last couple of years. There's no way he shouldn't be the best player in the game. Giannis has been out he missed 2 games now, basically. Right. But when Giannis plays, there is none of this crybaby business. He does do a little acting, but it's never a lack of effort from him. LeBron James 1 of 8 from 3. What are you doing shooting 3-pointers, LeBron? You're 12 of 23 for the field. You would have been 16 of 20 had you not shot all these 3-pointers. And you letting Dillon Brooks get in your face like that? Get in your head like that? Yeah, you see every time Dillon Brooks get in their head, the villain, baby.
I can't wait to talk. Go ahead.
Yeah. Right in
Go
front of the
ahead.
bench. Lakers, you guys are soft. The whole league is soft. I love this guy. Dillon, the villain. Oh boy, how you this must be your hero.
So let's start with the Lakers first. Before I get with one of my favorite players in the NBA. One reason is he a maniac. Another is because he's light-skinned. Yes, I'm biased. But all jokes aside, this is why Anthony Davis is not a superstar, will never be a superstar, and never was a superstar. Now, his talent is out of this world, yeah, but it has to amount to wins. You're not fed. You're not respected. That plays a part. This is why I picked Memphis to win this series, and I'm still picking Memphis to win this series. Anthony Davis, let me say this. How can you be the best player in the league fully healthy? Let's go with fully healthy. Curry, KD, Kawhi. I'll put LeBron in there. Joker, Embiid, Luka. Where would Anthony Davis fit in that? All of them fully healthy. Now, maybe he's top 5. Okay, I don't want to argue that. But he's not number 1. He's not number 1.
He ain't top
He's
5.
good. He's good defensively. He's not great because he's too inconsistent. Like I said this when they made that trade. It's hard. It's going to be tough for him over there because for one, you're playing behind the greats of Shaq and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, as far as Lakers. So the pressure is every game is pressure. Some guys ain't built for that, right? Now, let's go to LeBron James. LeBron James is cared about his stats, man. If we don't realize that now, we're never going to realize it. For one, you're not the best player on your team. Anthony Davis is. He's younger and he can do more. Now, remember, LeBron.
Oh, technical difficulties. LeBron ain't.
All right, sorry. Remember, LeBron is shooting a lot of threes because he's older. That's how he don't want to exert too much energy because he's going to need it down the stretch. Now, remember, it just goes to show you how much y'all trust the other players. Yeah, when they on fire, cool. But LeBron James can't be the best player in your team no more. He's older. He gets tired. He's going to shoot a whole lot of threes. Still a great player. The Lakers is soft. Nobody's scared of them. Nobody respects them. And if you don't think that plays a part in sports, then something's wrong with you. And this is why I said Sacramento was dangerous for Golden State. Clippers is dangerous for Phoenix. Because when you have a respect and a fear of players, that plays a part in decision making, just everything. But when you looking at guys like as if they food, and that's what Dillon Brooks and them is doing. When have you ever seen anybody do that to a GOAT? Pull that up if they did that to Kobe, to Shaq, to Mike, to Larry Bird. Pull it up. You do that back in them days, you're going to get swung on. Or you're going to get torched for 50. The Jordan-LeBron debate right there sums it all up. He's not in the GOAT debate. I'm sorry. I don't care about numbers. You see us, no paperwork, no laptops, none of that. I don't care about analytics, none of that. I'm going off the court. When you great, which he is great, you don't get disrespected like that. Lakers are in trouble. And you have AD and LeBron. Technically, 2 of the 5 greatest players in the league. You can't beat a team that doesn't have a superstar?
Ooh.
Hold on. Let me say that again. I want you to respond. You call one guy the GOAT. You call one guy, not you, but just what the basketball world says. I've heard many people say Anthony Davis, fully healthy, greatest player in the league. So you have possibly the greatest player in the league with the greatest talent, and then you have the GOAT. And you can't beat a team that doesn't have one superstar. That's a problem. That's a problem for me. Your thoughts on that? Because that's what people are not talking about. Even if the Lakers win this series, I'm fine with that. But you telling me they're going to beat a Clippers, a Phoenix, a Denver, who has superstars and who has budding superstars? You see what Jamal Murray is doing right now? It seems like he's getting his legs back. So, like I said, Lakers are in trouble. Lakers are overrated. Reeves and them is cute for one game. Who's him now? How about that?
Where was Austin Reeves? That point stings. That gotta sting any Laker fan, any LeBron fan. I don't even know an Anthony Davis fan. I just go by. I think he's a superstar talent. But it's stuff like this that's just like. Again, I always pose the question to you. All right, if they were on the Knicks, would we be okay with this one championship and everything else is like? I don't want to watch this. I don't want to root for something like this. This is not. That's not a show to me, and especially in New York when they. That's why we get mad at Julius Randle. We'll get into that later on. Listen, as long as you give 1,000% effort, we really don't care. All we care about is the lunchbox mentality. You show up to work and you go hard. So this is awful, man. Like to not be the team without their star is crazy because that's their only star, really. Dillon Brooks is only a star because he's crazy. I love him.
Let me say something real quick. I'm gonna throw a little curveball. Excuse me. Lakers and Memphis both have a problem. Lakers problem first. What are you going to do moving forward with LeBron and AD? Right? That's one. Two, Memphis. Y'all ready for this? Memphis need to figure out what they want to do with John Morant. Do you want must-see TV or do you want to win ball games and contend for a championship? Memphis might not need John Morant. Memphis and Lakers need to figure out what they're going to do for their future. Is LeBron and AD, are you going to continue with that? And with Memphis, do you really need John Morant? As great as he is, I have a problem with them winning so many games and a playoff game without their star player. That's a problem.
And it's not like
everybody's just glossing over that. Everybody's ducking from that smoke. That's a problem.
And it's not like the Bulls, when we saw Jordan leave, they still won 50 games. Pippen was there, but he came in on his own. That's Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, Pippen was a superstar. They still had Tony Kukoc. They still had a solid roster. So, to me, that's different.
Yeah. And I've always said that, though. They play like two different teams. With John on the team, it's just not the same team game. You can't, Tillman Sr. just jumps in there. He looks like he's 45 years old. Just playing in the league like nothing.
Hold on. Let me cut you up and I'll let you finish. They just had LeBron and AD at the podium, and LeBron said, when Jones is running the offense, Memphis is very, very dangerous. This is what LeBron James said. And everybody killed me on here when I said that first game, that coach, did I not say that? I said that coach subbed in John Morant at the wrong time. That offense is flowing. Once again, are we coaching to win basketball games or are we coaching to please our superstars? Which one are we doing?
But that's the hard part about being a coach when you coach a superstar like that. That is what it is.
Not hard if you're a good coach and you want to win games. It's not hard. I'm sorry. It's not hard.
No, well,
it's not hard.
Nah, you can't see before a month ago, we were saying the same thing about when you say it takes the cojones for Tom Thibodeau to say, hey, RJ Barrett, get to that bench. Hey, Julius Randle, get to that bench. That's my point to begin with. Yeah, there's politics involved. So I would say you definitely coming up later, Zach.
But that's why it's so little great coaches. That's why all these coaches is good and not great. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you still see the thing about John Morant for me has always been the same reason I like Dillon Brooks, and we'll get to Draymond in a second. But that's what I love. We can't say we love the bad boy Pistons and not love what John Morant. He brought that swagger to that team. So
let me ask you a question. Why is Dillon Brooks considered a villain? What if he's just no, I agree, but I'm just saying we vilify people sometimes for no reason. Why? Because they're not going with the program. Remember, I'm younger, y'all older. I ain't scared of y'all. I want the smoke. Why am I considered a villain for that? Because let me say this. When LeBron and them is winning, how many times we see LeBron on the sideline years and years ago, even up to now. Everybody doing this. They on the sideline dancing. But now when the shoe's on the other foot, the other player's a villain. Nah, man.
But that's the thing. You see, damn, we'll get into that in a second with Draymond, because that's really because I'm working on something with that. That's the psyche of it. It's all wrestling, bro. It's all wrestling. At the end of the day, Dillon Brooks knows they're all villains. The Memphis Grizzlies started off, everybody loved them last year, but they turned heel, as they say in wrestling. They turned to the bad guys. Your man got Warrants out. He's going like they're living the bad boy image. This is remember, they didn't like the bad boy Pistons, and they changed the game. They changed the game.
I don't think Dillon is a villain. I think he's great for the sport. I think the sport is missing that. But how I honestly feel, I think he honestly feels I'm good. And how we talk, man, they put these accolades and these things on y'all guys, and I don't think y'all like that.
But Allball. Nah, but it's a movie, it's a TV show. That's why we love it.
Yeah, understandable.
You know what I mean? So we can't have, you got Steph Curry who does a lot of the same things.
Yes.
But he's considered a good guy. So you gotta have that guy. And that's my thing even with Draymond. You're only allowed to have one of those on each team, really. The NBA does not want 2 or 3 because then they'll think you're the Pacers and they think you might jump into the crowd. So we'll get into that with Draymond in a second. But so why is he considered a villain? Because nobody is doing that. Patrick Beverly is a villain. Draymond Green's a villain. Who else is a villain out here that will step to the players like that? I thought Isaiah Stewart on Detroit had a chance to be that way because he's a little on the edge. But Jimmy Butler at times plays the villain. We need that guy to tell. That's what Scarface said, right? I'm the bad guy because I'll tell you to your face what it is. Even when I tell the truth, always tell the truth, even when I lie. That's just what it is.
What Dillon Brooks is doing, a lot of players feel like that. They just don't have the cojones to do it. He's just one of them rebel guys. Listen, man, guys is great. But if I think I'm great as well, and ain't nobody gonna give me my props, I gotta take my props. Don't nobody talk about Dillon Brooks. Dude is solid. We can laugh at him all we want. You ain't gotta like his game. Not saying you, but just in general. He does look a little weird, a little funny, dresses weird. Yeah, all that. The Hulk Hogan outfits and all that, and just wild and crazy. I get all that. But at the end of the day, he's solid on the basketball court.
I don't think he's solid.
He brings it. We could respectfully disagree. He hits big shots. He plays tough. He plays hard, and he plays defense. And he's not scared of nobody. I'm sorry. I don't know what else a person would want on their team.
But I think it's the same thing
right.
with Rodman.
Pull up his averages. No. Pull up his averages. But Memphis has a good problem. If I'm them, I'm trading Ja Morant. And did I not say that a while ago?
I mean, you ain't got to ask me about if we said that. I said for SGA. I've been said that. He scores. I mean, he's a lot better than I thought, but 14 points a game, 39%.
What is he from 3? Yeah. Read RT.
Hold on.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm not retracting. 39%. He shoots 40%, bro. He shoots 40. That's horrible. He shoots 3-point percentage, 39% from the field, 32% from 3, 77, 78 from free throws, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and damn near 1 steal.
Okay. And he's averaging 14 points though.
Right.
I'm just saying.
He averaged
18. And he's probably the 5th option.
Right. This is really his 5th season, but the rest of his career looks really well. Oh, I didn't pull it up. My bad. You couldn't see it. My bad.
Wow. Trae Young voted most overrated NBA player poll.
Yeah.
I disagree with that.
I asked that a while ago. Is Trae Young better than Brunson? I asked that a while ago. We were unanimous that Trae Young is better.
No. I argue. He is a better player, but this year Brunson is playing better basketball. But overall player, like, come on, man. Like, that's why I say we got to put our bias and our like or dislike to the side for certain players. You got to just be honest and be realistic. But that's another topic. Let's stay on topic.
Hold on. He said that's Ja Morant for SGA, Z. What you mean that? He said that's horrible. You kidding me?
OKC's not doing that, Fade.
No, I'm saying when I asked the question, it was because I think most of us would think it's Ja automatically. You wouldn't even think about that. For me, as I'm watching him play, I'm like, yo, he's gotten better every year, SGA, and he's way more efficient,
No,
and
but
he's not with
nobody
all the
right.
antics.
But nobody disagreeing with that. What he's probably disagreeing with, and I am also, when I said Memphis needs to trade John Morant, you said yes for SGA. That's not going to happen. OKC got their superstar.
So
They're not
who
doing that.
so who can they do that for?
Listen, I would trade John Morant.
For a
All right,
package deal?
prime example.
Right, all right. He said no. He said Brooks shooting is horrible. Yeah.
Yes. But once again, he plays a part in them winning basketball games. They
No.
need him. They need him just like the people say Golden State need Draymond. They need Dillon Brooks.
At this point, how can somebody argue that? Like,
They need Dillon Brooks.
first of all, shout out to Z, my bad, Zach. I ain't shout you out. And shout out to Nick Pillow. What's good, brothers? Beautiful day today. Man, listen, Nick Pillow, you all that dude. Start bench or cut. Ja, SGA, or Fox. I would start SGA. Damn. You got to bench Fox at this point and then cut Ja for me.
Yeah. Hey man, I like Ja. I like watching John Morant. But if we talking winning basketball games, making your team better, running a good offense, I'm sorry, man. And I like Ja. I like watching Ja. Like Ja is must-see TV. But when your team is 18-2 without you, when your team can technically they could have won both games. The coaching was terrible. Like we gotta not forget that. That first game, that was a terrible substitution. But okay. But for y'all to win a playoff game against the GOAT and one of the greatest players in the NBA today, and win that game handily by double digits. And if I'm Memphis, I'm calling the Knicks, right? Just hear me out. Because some players need to be in a big market, right? Give me Barrett, give me Obi, give me Sims, you can even get another player. Take Fournier. Or take what's the young man with the brownish hair?
McBride or
Take McBride. Take 3-4 picks. A deal like that.
Yeah, Memphis is super deep, Nick Pillow. And the thing with Ja is they would never say that because I think Ja really legit got their back, and that's the one thing about them. What I saw with SGA as well. I don't see it too much with Fox, but with SGA to me, it looks like the Bizarro Ja, where he's out there and they're all huddled up,
But
they standing behind him. And with Ja, at the end of the day, he is the lead. He started that culture, man. You can't tell me otherwise. He's like, not for nothing. He's like a rapper. He just looks like he's the face of that franchise, and I can never take that away from him. Even with Trae Young, as much as you see I critique Trae Young, he still held down them Hawks, man. That's his culture. He started that culture.
But as an organization and as a coach, you have to ask yourself, now you're at a point, what do you want to do? Do you want to be popular? Do you want to win games? Do you want to compete or not? Are you going to build the right team around these guys? I'm just saying, both those guards is headaches for those organizations.
And it's funny because the one player he gets compared to is Allen Iverson. Iverson went through the same exact thing. The same year he almost got traded. I mean, the same year he won the MVP. He was almost out of here. Matt Geiger denied he had a no trade clause or something, and he didn't go to the Clippers that summer. The summer before he won the MVP, he had his best season of his career because they were tired of him. But that's with them being tired of him. That's why I said I think Ja, say what you want about him, he's still a better leader than Allen Iverson was. He took that swag, that culture, and Memphis has now copied it. And now you got Dillon Brooks. He sat down with Dillon Brooks the last 2 seasons at the All-Star break and told you about it. Yo, that's the defensive player of the year right here. He's a different level.
I don't know about being a better leader than AI. I'm sorry. I'm not going to agree with that. I don't know what leading you're talking about with John Morant. I'm just being honest with you.
So what leader you saying with Allen Iverson?
Listen, man. Them dudes, think about a team that everybody, and remember, big shout out Keith Claus, big shout out Theo Ratliff. They said this. You got a whole team that changed their whole game for Allen Iverson. How much more leadership do you need?
I get that, but they had to do that because
They
he
didn't have to
was.
do anything. We
What
talking
you
about
mean?
you grown. You ain't got to do that. Nah, I'm not doing that. Trade me. I'm
Nah.
sorry. What do you mean,
Remember,
nah?
they had to get Theo Rattler. They had to get all these other pieces because AI was gonna chuck. He was gonna
Right.
go out and party. He's not coming to practice like
All right,
that.
all right, but no. But
So
let's not go off the court. Let's say on the court. We talk about leadership on the court.
so I'll see, but I wasn't talking about that. That's what I mean. On the court, obviously AI is gonna be AI, and he's playing the right position. So that's number one. I think Ja's out of position. He should be the two guard. He's not a
Right.
point guard to
Okay.
me.
I agree to that.
De'Aaron Fox is no longer out of position. He's not a point guard. He's expected to be a scorer. He's Mr. Clutch. They voted him Mr. Clutch this year, the most clutch player who did not get an All-Star
Yeah.
nod, which
Yeah.
is crazy, right? Okay, so he's no longer out of position. SGA, you got Josh Giddey over there at point guard. So on the court, going back to your point, the head coach, general manager, they're making that mistake of not making sure Ja is more of a two guard. So I got you there, but in terms of leadership off the court, despite all the legal shit or whatever, Ja Morant leads this team, bro. They're copying him. That whole swag, the dances, and all that. To me, when you're able to again, we were talking about motivation. They're rallying behind him, man. That's nothing
Now,
light. I don't take that lightly.
now I'm gonna say this. John Moran is a great leader for that Memphis organization. From what you just said, Allen Iverson was a leader for the whole league. He had everybody wearing tattoos and braids. I'm sorry, bro.
Nah, I
John
get
Moran.
that.
So no. So I'm just saying. Remember, we can always respectfully disagree, but I can't agree with John Moran is a better leader because everybody's doing the gritty or whatever you call that dance. I'm sorry.
But they also,
What is it called?
I think it's the gritty.
Whatever that is. So, but they're a good basketball team, and like I said, I like John Morant. I just think nowadays organizations and coaches they in tough spots. They in tough spots, man. You got a solid Memphis team that's very good even without their superstar. And
Josh,
how long are you gonna have that superstar there if you're not getting to the finals? I'm sorry.
I mean, it's early. We compare him to AI, and again, that athletic guard is tough with them. Remember Derrick Rose, who had none of these issues. He's superstar, talented dude, but injury prone. John Morant. He's like a combination of Derrick Rose and Allen Iverson in that sense. Dog, stop jumping around like that. Like you are not built like that. Chill out. Z show. Whoa, Zach. Josh sets the tone. I see what y'all trying to say, but y'all wrong. I guess you're gonna tell us off at the 45 mark, Zach.
It's okay. I mean, yeah, he sets the tone. I agree with that, but they still a good basketball team without him. I'm just saying sometimes you got to weigh out your options and go, okay, listen, man, we make you get a lot for him and still be just as good,
Right.
maybe even better.
Oh, my bad. Jai's had a rough year, but he hasn't been a problem his whole career that we know of.
But I agree with that. I'm just saying for that part, I don't get into that. I'm just saying, as a basketball team, as the Memphis Grizzlies, for the last couple of years, they've been a very good team without him. Yes. And sometimes it seems like he may be the cause of them taking or going to the next level.
On the court.
Yes, on the court. Off the court,
totally agree.
On the court. You see how De'Aaron Fox took the lead? See how SGA took the lead?
Wait. Yes, he did. No, Last year, yes, he did. John Morant went from like 20 points per game to like 27. Morant.
No. I'm not talking about points. I'm saying getting your team over the hump. I'm not talking about points. I'm saying right now, John Morant and them, they're not a better team from last year than this year with John Morant. They're still a good team, just like last year.
Okay, but last year when they got Steven Adams too, that's also a big help.
Right.
But compared to the year before, they were in the play-in versus Golden State and they beat them. They went from that to number 2 seed. Now they're back to the number 2 seed. That's a hell of a jump.
Okay.
We still got to give this guy time and the Grizzlies time. Ja was all NBA. Thank you, Zach. Change the coach. He agreed. Nick Pillow agrees with you. Yeah. Get Udoka in there. That would be scary.
Listen, I just think let's see what they do this year. I'll see what they do this year. Like I said, look at the Utah Jazz situation. How many times they had great records? How many times they got bounced in the first round before eventually you go, let me go trade Donovan Mitchell. He's unhappy. That's all I'm saying. If you got 2 to 5 years where you 1, 2, 3, but you ain't making no noise in the playoffs, what is there? So that's all I'm saying. But I agree, John Morant, great player. I just think Memphis is a little better without him. Basketball wise, superstar wise, commercial, all that other stuff. Hey man, must see TV.
You know what it
If we're
is?
talking pure basketball and winning games, something to think about. Go ahead.
Speaking of a must, we must shout out Smiles for Cupcakes when she's
Oh,
in the
always.
building.
Smiles for Cupcakes. What's up, baby?
She
Yes.
said, "Whoa, deep." She laughed at because I said, "Stop jumping around like that" to John Morant. I disagree.
Yeah.
They were better this year. They had a bunch of injuries. Yeah, they did, Zach. They did. That Steven Adams injury is tough, but John Morant is hurt, and it still look good. Like they're playing motivated without him, and that's amazing. But speaking of having to be motivated without somebody, Draymond Green is suspended again. Is Golden State done?
Let me say this. I want to say the Draymond Green thing first. I was on just watching the networks, watching a lot of the players' reactions. I'm surprised. How do people not think he shouldn't get suspended? If you hold my arm, does that give me a right to when I get out of the arm hold, punch you in the face? I don't care that Sabonis held his leg. How is that a reason to stomp on somebody's chest and catapult off the chest? Big shout out to Pat Beverly. Big shout out to a lot of NBA players that's saying that was wrong. Big shout out JJ Redick. I disagree with him because, he was trying to make a case saying that Sabonis do a lot of dirty things and that they're targeting Draymond Green. Okay, that's part of basketball. It's part of basketball. But you can't condone stepping on somebody's chest. I'm sorry. Draymond Green is out of control. He's not that good to be that out of control. You seen after that how he was yelling at the fans? And was screaming P-U-S-S-Y and just going ballistic? Listen, man. The world is crazy today. I'm going to just leave it at that. It's no way. Listen, I love the physicality. I love the talking smack. I love the being competitive. I love all of that. I'm from the streets. I tussled before.
Right.
What he did was wrong. All that keeping it real, what he did was wrong. So what Sabonis grabbed his leg? He stomped on his chest and catapulted off of it. And then said, I had to put my feet somewhere. What? Yo, man. Draymond Green is out of control. And I've been saying this. The Golden State organization is scared to death of Draymond Green. I would have been got rid of him. That's a fact.
Shout out to Nick Pillow. Man, the Warriors got some type of lock in the media. JJ Redick was claiming the refs were helping the Kings. The difference in fouls called in first two games was the first two games and last game. Listen, man. JJ Redick, stop that bull. Knock it off. I got to remain consistent, Allball. I love Draymond for the same reason I love Dillon Brooks. He is an animal and a savage. Without this savagery, he would be complete garbage. We can't, at least Dillon Brooks scores 13 a game. Our boy scores like 7 or 8 points a game. And he has the audacity to have a show like ours. Bro, this guy is insane. Allball, I'm sorry. I love him. Everything about it. You can't 1 minute tell me this is the same guy that called LeBron a B, got kicked out of the finals and still dropped 31. If it wasn't, I don't care what anyone says. Without him, they do not win. They don't win. There is zero toughness to Golden State without Draymond Green. Zero. Zip. Did he go too far? Hey, guys, breaking news. He always goes too far. This is nothing new. The NBA Allball, love this. They're lying when they put the act on with Joe Dumars saying this, that, and the third. Yo, bro, he has a podcast. We've been talking about Draymond for 2 days. They love this. They have just got 48 hours of promotion for the Golden State Warriors and Sacramento Kings. That's a 10:30 game on the East Coast. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch it. He is Macho Man. He's Ric Flair. He's all of that. He is must-see TV, and he is garbage. You can't get better than that.
Can I say this? Hulk Hogan had the leg drop. Macho Man had off the ropes, the big elbow. He has nothing.
He has.
You can't even back it up. Dillon Brooks can back it up and knock down a shot. Draymond Green has no finishing moves. How do you come in that stone cold, but you ain't got no moves? Yo, listen. How do people not think he should not be suspended? Please explain that to me.
That part, yo, I was saying last year. How hasn't he gotten thrown out the game? Every single game I was saying that.
Come on, man.
So, again, what I'm saying is that, yes, he is garbage, Zach. We got to stop. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. He doesn't even trash, look. Man. Yo, dog, he doesn't even look to score. He gets the ball. He's scared to go to the rim. I don't know what he's doing. Like, we got to stop with that.
Let me say this. 5 years ago, he could make a case. He is not the same guy.
Nah, this is bad.
The last 3 years, last year, he had no type of nothing with that win. That was the emergence of Jordan Poole and Wiggins and Gary Payton II with their defense. That man antics does not matter no more. It doesn't. It doesn't. You down 0-2 to Sacramento. Listen, man. The dude is out of control. It's no, you can't condone that. You can't sell me on that.
But again, old boy, it's not about us condoning it. I think it's that little lie that we want to tell ourselves, like we don't want to see this train wreck.
Yo, he's not fun to watch, man.
I think it's not about fun. It's not about fun. It's a spectacle.
No. But he's a corner. Listen, Dillon Brooks, he has the whole package. He knows what to say. He knows how to say it. The shades, the outfits, the weirdness. Now, that's Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior Hulk Hogan. Draymond Green is none of that. Because what he does is, once he does something stupid, he runs right to the podcast. That's corny. It's corny.
Listen, so you love you love Dillon Brooks bedazzled, razzle dazzle. Oh boy, stop it.
Much better.
It's this
much
right.
Better.
So you have a preference in who you in your villain, but you got but you love the villain. They're both the same thing. This guy's an antagonist. He was kicking dudes in the nuts.
Once again, I told you.
I'm sorry, hold on. I don't want to send nobody to jail ever. Dog, you ain't supposed to be doing that. That was foul. It wasn't like by accident. He's been doing this.
Tell me why Dillon Brooks is a villain. I don't think he's a villain.
He's definitely because he's antagonizing people to the point where you want to fight. He's getting in their heads. It's just that's not the norm because they're all playing good guys.
Was Kevin Garnett a villain?
Yes, he was trying to be. Yes.
I disagree, man. I disagree.
So do you want to hold on? You don't hear the story what Kevin Garnett was telling these people?
Yeah, no, right.
You're not.
But to me, I'm just saying. To me, that don't make you a villain. Like to me, Draymond is a real villain because look what he did to the crowd. Like that's villain type stuff.
I love it. I love it.
And remember, before the series, what team he said he wanted?
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So now go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now that's my problem with him. Back it up. Because remember, you talking all a mess, but Curry and Clay and them got to clean up your mess. So while he's the tough guy, they the janitors.
Right.
Because you ain't going out there giving nobody 40. So while you talking crazy, you can score 6 points. Come on, man. Tell her how it is.
Yeah. I said that before the season. Thanks for reminding me before the series started. Oh, you want Sacramento? And mind you, these are totally winnable games for Golden State. This is how I know people are fair weather. It's not like they didn't get blown out. Sacramento don't play defense. And again, but I gotta just end the hypocrisy with Draymond too, bro. The NBA likes the fact that he promotes them. He is promotion for them, regardless of how you feel about him.
Of course.
My girl knows who he is. She's gonna ask about him. Like, how do you know who Draymond is? You should not know who Draymond is. He's not that good. right? In my opinion. So I think it's hypocritical that they would do all this. And to me, that message to him, suspending him, was, hey, your days are over. You're 35 years old or whatever you are. We don't need you anymore. We got Dillon Brooks. That's what the NBA is telling him. You're done. We don't need you as the villain anymore. Now, I like what Nick Pillow said. Was it Nick Pillow? No, I'm sorry. Z said that about Sabonis. Real quick, hold on, let me get to that. Yeah, they asked Kevon Looney about Sabonis, and he said he has no problem. Big men play physical, and Sabonis does that. Yeah, but also, I've been watching Sabonis for the last couple of years. I'm slowly becoming less of a fan. He got suspended the year before for talking to a ref a certain way. Draymond, that's another reason why he should have been suspended. The way Draymond talks to a ref is crazy.
Come on, man.
No, it's crazy. And but Sabonis, he is not innocent. His style of play is borderline BS too. All that elbowing and craziness. All right, let them both go and rock out. But I don't like that he just tries to play victim. I don't like that. He got stomped on or whatever it was. Draymond did that. What made that play crazy was Draymond doing that flapping the cape, Karate Kid movement. That was crazy.
So listen, that was crazy. Even in the motion of doing that and not doing it, you cannot do that. I don't care how much a person don't like Sabonis, say he played dirty, until somebody's laying on the floor and he jumps and stomps on your chest. Miss me with all that. Miss me with that. If we replay all the players, I'm pretty sure. Yo, you think Sabonis is dirtier than CP3?
Nobody's dirtier than CP3.
Exactly. That's my point. But have we seen CP3 step on somebody's chest?
I don't know.
No, that's my point.
Dog, yes. CP3 is a slick. He is Ric Flair.
No. I've been saying that. I don't like CP3, but my point is, let's not vilify Sabonis as if he's doing something that almost everybody is doing. Everybody throwing elbows. Everybody doing a little shystiness. But once again, Draymond Green takes it to another level. And then he's not even apologetic for it. Right. He gets up on the podium and goes, I got to put my foot somewhere. Yo, listen, bro.
See, and I'm just saying, I don't think Sabonis is totally innocent, and he needs to go back to hitting his jump shot. I looked at his shot chart the other day. I'm like, yo, bro, they're playing drop coverage on you in the paint. Shoot your damn jump shot. Listen, that to me, that's the difference in the series. In Game 3, I didn't like that Sacramento loss at the end of the season to San Antonio and then clinch. They got to show clutchness in this Game 3. And it's all on Sabonis. All he has to do is take them jump shots from the elbow. They're leaving him open. Because that Kevon Looney dropping him to the rim, waiting for a pick and roll, waiting for him to hand it off to somebody under the rim, I already see their game plan. And if that's what they're leaning on, it's over for Golden State. But he hasn't been shooting the ball well. So do you think the Golden State Warriors are done?
No. I still think it's going 7 games. I think they're going to win the next 2 at home. They're going to be better without Draymond Green. Watch. Yo, man. Dude is a head case, man. I can imagine being on the court with him now. The production is not there how it was 4 or 5 years ago. And let's not forget he punched Poole in the face. Like, let's stop acting like what this man did not jeopardize the season.
Yeah.
And right now it's jeopardizing them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He jeopardized them a ring.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Let's stop acting like this dude ain't out of control.
But here's the thing, Allball. I'm telling you. They need that because last year in the playoffs, he basically suspended himself when he went to Boston and he said, yo, that crowd rattled me. He admitted it. This so-called tough guy got rattled by that crowd and he kind of suspended himself and they basically lost that game. But the next game, he showed back up and was driving to the hoop and everything. He was a new Draymond. You can't tell me that the Golden State Warriors don't need this. And for everybody that keeps on asking, would Draymond be the same player if he was on a different team? No, the hell he would not be. He would not get away with all this on a different team because they know they need him on television to sell advertising, period. Well, that's the only reason why he gets away with this.
The question, Golden State done. Not in this series, but as a powerhouse, as a title contender, yes, they're done. Unless they make some moves. Yes. They're done as far as in that. Now they done this series, no. But I don't see them beating a Clippers, a Phoenix Suns, a Denver. I don't. I just don't. I don't think they're that good. I don't think Gary Payton II is that good. Wiggins right now, of course, coming back from what he was going through, I don't expect him to go crazy, even though he's playing okay. And you have an older Draymond Green, and then you got them other young guys coming and all them. What are we expecting from them? Stephen Clay is a year older. It seemed like Clay still doesn't have his legs under him. So now it lands all on Curry. And I'm sorry to say, we've seen Curry when it's all on his shoulders. Comes up very small at times. Sorry.
Last season, the championship for me, I felt the same way you did. That was the first time I saw him just this next level, all eyes on him, and it was
exactly.
But it was bad coverage. Like I said, it was a mistake on Boston's part. Draymond been doing this stuff to people for years, and when he gets a taste of his own medicine, everyone defends him. Very true. Very true.
Listen, because think about it. Out of 4 rings, Iguodala got 2 MVPs, finals. KD got 2. He only got 1.
Right. And let's not. Come on now. Everybody wants to say this, that Jordan, LeBron, Shaq, these guys, they're not letting you get the MVP on their watch unless it's Tony Parker got one. I can see someone getting if Kyrie would have got one with LeBron, but not if he went to 5-6 finals. You ain't getting 2 MVPs on LeBron's watch. It's not happening. He's just built differently. All Draymond had to do was rip his shirt off before he exited. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's all that was missing. In the crowd, the music going, I am a real American. How about we do like that? Come on, man. Hey, get out of here, man.
Yo.
That's all he was missing.
Rage man in the building. Draymond got a catalog. Yes, he does. He's bugging.
Yo, him yelling in the crowd, and when you read his lips and what he's saying, yo, bruh. Like, listen, I ain't trying to be funny, man. Listen, listen, man. That dude need to be suspended more than 1 game, man. I'm sorry, man.
I'm telling you,
he need to learn a lesson, man.
Right, but I've been saying this for 7 years now. Rasheed Wallace already got away. There's no way you could let somebody speak to the ref. I'm sorry, I'm not big on all that, but he talks like the way he speaks to them is crazy.
Yo, listen, he's not even slick with his cheap shots. He's not even all the other guys, Sabonis and them, they slick with it.
Yeah.
He not even slick with it. He's just out in the open. It's like, yo, man, I'm over to do it. Like I said, it's getting to a point now where he's very detrimental to that team. I really feel like that. I really do.
And this year's it's 2 big years. He's mad about the tape leaking. And again, it's the same thing with the league office now suspending you like this because everyone's so split about it. There's nothing to be split on, guys. It really isn't. It just, you know what I forgot to say? It's like anything else that we know about. What do we say if you got caught for something or you ain't get caught for the other thing? Yo, charge it to the game, man.
Let me ask you a question. Everybody in the comments, please answer. What was worse? What he did to LeBron or what he did to Sabonis?
Oh, LeBron was bad, bro. Don't kick me in the nuts, man.
No. But let's replay that. Watch it or put it up on the screen or let people really think about that. Which one was worse? LeBron or Sabonis? The LeBron one was bullshit. Like, let's call it what it is. Sabonis, he actually stomped on him.
And then the jump.
And then come on. And then he did a trampoline off of him. Nah, man, y'all bugging.
That evil villain.
He's a maniac.
That evil villain Joker leap was crazy. That was what made it crazy.
That was the worst leap. And that shit looked terrible. I said, so when he said I'm not athletic, you right. Acrobatic, whatever he said, you right about that. Listen, let me say this. You know how crazy you gotta be to after you stomp somebody, push off and leap off of him? Like, why you didn't just step over him? Nah, man, nah. Duke is bugged out, man.
Yo, nah, that was you can't tell me he's not must-see TV, bro.
No, but he's not. That's what I'm saying. Nah, he's not.
Yo, he has me in tears.
Dillon Brooks is must-see TV. Your man is not must-see TV. He must get him out of here.
Oh, you prefer Dillon?
Yeah, all day.
Nick Pillow says CP3 is slide with it. Zach is in tears over there. His shot has been off since he hurt his thumb. I thought it was his shoulder. Zach. Sabonis' hand is injured.
Yeah, it is.
I think he's talking about Draymond. Sabonis' hand is injured. Oh, that's why he's not going right. That's what me and when we were on the live the other day, Zay was saying that. Green got an invisible backpack on. Yes, but that's been the running joke. Draymond is definitely going to WWE after his NBA retirement. Mark my words. Good point. He has to. And he's gonna be trashing there because he looks like a horrible wrestler. Horrible.
Yo, listen. You stomped on him, then you pressed down on it and bleeped like, nah, man. Listen, man. I love all y'all. If I'm the commissioner, I'd have suspended him 2 games. Yeah. I mean, honestly, man. Because his track record is terrible.
Nah, it's easy.
They doing Golden State a favor. Let's not forget that. They do not want Golden State to lose in this first round. If you understand business and politics, listen, I'm going to say this before we go to the next topic. What Kevin Durant did when he went to Golden State threw a monkey wrench in the NBA's whole thing as far as with LeBron James. Think about it. KD don't do that. LeBron would have 5 or 6 rings right now. That threw a monkey wrench into the business.
Yo, everyone, let me know if you can hear Allball good or if you can't hear me good. Because I think you're going in and out, Allball.
Oh, I don't know why. I ain't.
But let us know. Draymond cost him in 2016, pushed KD out, and ruined this season. Yeah.
Thank you, Rage Man. Come on, man.
I agree with the guys on the thread. Draymond off the Warriors is DeJuan Blair. They don't disrespect DeJuan Blair like that.
Yeah, see, I don't even care about that part. But when you go to how he's hurt the team, yo, man, it's more bad than good. That's just a fact.
Nuggets look great. Iggy got one. Yeah, he did MVP. Sabonis. Braun snitched. Braun literally snitched and got him suspended. I don't know if he snitched. Like, what did he snitch on?
I don't think it was
when he called him a B. Sabonis.
Yeah, but he didn't get suspended for the B where he got suspended because he had a track record of hitting people below the belt.
Yeah, that was, come on, man. That to me is crazy. That to me is crazy. He's lucky these guys didn't swing. And nobody swung on him yet, which I'm disgusted by already.
I'm so disgusted by that. Nobody even square up with him.
Ain't nobody watching.
Swinging. You're not even squaring up.
Rage Man say ain't nobody watching the game for Dre.
That's
I think that's a lie. I think to say all that is a lie because there's no way that the Golden State Warriors or the NBA will have them in the mix like that. Yo, it's a 45-minute mark. You want to throw the link in the chat real quick before we talk about the Clippers and Suns?
Yeah, sure. If they want to come through, let's go.
So you already know how we do. Link is in the chat, guys. Ladies and gents. He called him a B and got snitched on. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's why, Rage Man. He would have played the game like that. If they would have suspended him off that, we would have been disgusted. Z Money.
Man, y'all in rare form today, man. I'm at work. People looking at me like I'm crazy, man. I am dying. I don't even want to bring my logical context ass on today, man. Y'all in rare form today, man. It's some funny shit right here, man.
Yo, that's Draymond, man. He's crazy.
Hey, Zach, let me ask you a question. I've been watching a lot of social media. I was at work today, so on YouTube, I'm watching a lot of the reactions of players and commentators and analysts. A lot of people is really saying he shouldn't have been suspended. like, what is your thoughts on that? Like, this is crazy.
I thought they was wilding, man. I was even, because I don't argue with people anymore on social media. I'll let y'all in on my inside secret. When I give you the thumbs up emoji, that's like me saying, fuck you, like I'm not arguing with you. I just give you a thumbs up and just keep it pushing. I've been giving out so many of those, bro, over this topic. It's crazy. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? He stumped on his chest with 12 4K cameras all around the arena with the commissioner sitting front row. Adam Silver was in the building. What are y'all talking about? And then everybody was like, yo, they didn't address Sabonis. I said they did. And matter of fact, I tweeted it out. I got the receipts, bro. I said, let's see if the refs get this right. Technical foul on Sabonis for grabbing his leg, and Draymond has to get tossed for that. And I was surprised that they did it. They got it right. Yeah, Sabonis gets a technical. Now, If he grabs another person's leg during the game and something else happens, yeah, he gets ejected and maybe he gets suspended. But to think that he wasn't going to get suspended, I was like, these people is crazy, man. Like, these players is wild. And I don't know if it's this new media thing, because they all do podcasts now. I don't know. I don't know. It was weird, bro. It was super weird.
Yeah. Turbo, what up, Turbo?
What up?
And you know what's crazy, Zach? Hold on, Turbo, before you go. Like, when you really watch the replay, after he stomped, he pushed down on him and catapulted off of him.
That's why when he said that in the press conference, I was over there in tears laughing. I almost woke my kids up. I said, this guy's crazy, man, because he's talking about he's not flexible. He got to put his foot somewhere. So I was like, maybe we wilding. I went back and watched it again. I said, there's no way, man. He knew exactly what he was doing, man. He's trying to put that dude's chest through the floor, man.
Yeah. Go ahead, Turbo. Your thoughts, man.
Yo, he's crazy.
What was so funny? I didn't even see the game. All I know is like when you go, like when I click, because I click on the YouTube, the ESPN sends me the notification, and they said, and the title was Draymond Green stomp on Sabonis. I said, what the hell did this idiot do now? I looked at the video. I thought it was. I actually thought I was watching a wrestling match. Like he stomped on it, yo. I'm like, yo, this dude is a psycho, yo. For real. Like, what the?
Listen, man.
This is even worse. Him kicking LeBron.
That's what I asked. I said, which one y'all think is worse, the LeBron or the Sabonis?
Because they were tangling. At least they were wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
Say this: Draymond stepped on him, but Sabonis grabbed his leg first.
To me, that's irrelevant. I thought Allball made a great point. He said, if you grab my arm, does that mean now I get to punch you in the face? Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Like, the man has no control, man. None at all.
Exactly. Yo, that's what I'm saying. When you look at it now,
it looks crazy.
Look.
Look how he jumped. Nah. Yo, he jumped like he escaped.
Crazy, bro.
Like he is not. Yo, that was so wild.
That's a Finch jump like you escaping the police or something. Like what?
Yo, nah. He looked like the Joker and them dudes from back in the day in Batman. This look crazy.
That's what I'm saying, and it's so unfortunate because I think he's a better player than people give him credit for. I really do. I think he's a better player, and what makes that crazy, prior to him doing that, they looked like they was about to win that game because they had went to that play when they was running Steph, Clay, and Draymond at the top, and you had to pick your poison. And Draymond was passing the ball. They look good, and then he goes and does that, and it was like I was like, oh well, that's the end of that. That's the end of that game. That's that.
Hey, Zach, Turbo, and Fabe, let me ask y'all a question. Now, you know, I'm not a fan of Draymond, but Zach, you said
I already know that.
No, but Zach said something that I just I want to respond to, and I want y'all to respond to what I'm gonna say. Draymond is a better player than what we give him credit for. I can agree with that. But let me ask you a question. Do you think him falling into this villain character, he's taking it too far to where he don't even think about his game no more?
Yeah, I mean that's him. That's his brand. I mean, it's a brand at this point. I mean, that's why he came out with the podcast. I mean, how long he been a bum? Me personally, I just think at best he a high IQ role player, but at worst he's a flat out bum. But how long ago has it been since he been above average? 2016?
I'll say 2018. For me, 2018.
Yeah, I would say about 2018, maybe 2019.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is
right there.
Right, but hold on, Zach. Let me ask you a question. Do you think he's putting too much into being the bodyguard instead of just playing this game? Because when he can actually play if he really wanted to.
I just think he's always been who he is, even going back to his days at Michigan State. I think this is how he gets the most out of his talent. The problem is, you would think as we all get older, we mature. and that just hasn't been the case. But he's always been a very edgy type player. That's who he is. He just never got it under control. Same thing with Rasheed Wallace to a certain degree. They're always been like this.
Fade, your thoughts, Fade?
Nah, Zach is saying what I'm saying, but I think, yo, if I'm Draymond or even like say someone like Kanye or someone like these are outliers. Like they're motivated through like being bold and being the villain. They feel like when they go against the grain, this is how they get to the next level. That's the only way they can compete. So for me, how can Draymond change who he is if they keep rewarding him? If I'm gonna talk to the ref like that, if they keep letting me talk to the ref, there's no technical, no nothing. He's been doing this for years. So why would I stop? What's stopping me from talking to the ref like this? Yo, I don't think you guys realize how he talks to the ref.
No, he talks to him reckless. He be talking to him reckless.
He's definitely OD with it, like for sure.
But not like, yo, Zach, I could understand Rage Man. Shout out to Rockstar Mel in the building. Yeah, I could understand if it was like after a foul call, whatever. It'll be a tip off. He'll turn around to the ref, start arguing like, yo, bro, how come he's allowed to do this? Because he's drink. Don't tell me that he's not must-see TV and they don't throw him out the game, bro. You can't tell me that. Maybe not for you, Allball, but you can't tell me he ain't selling popcorn.
I guarantee. Hold on. Let Mel go. But hold on, Mel. I guarantee you, it's 6 of us up here. Nobody on here is watching Golden State for Draymond Green, bro.
And yet we talking about him.
I mean, I do personally, but you know me, I'm a basketball nerd though. But I do personally.
I mean, just the Splash Bros themselves. That's them in Memphis. The Splash Bros specifically and the Memphis Grizzlies. Those are the most entertaining basketball to watch in the NBA right now.
Oh, facts. I totally agree.
Well, I've been watching the Kings, so it's different for me.
I think Suns and KD.
But what y'all missing is they're allowed to be the Splash Brothers because Draymond's on the team. His defensive versatility alone, forget him running point guard for them, his defensive versatility alone allows them to play the lineups that we all have grown to love. That's why I like the truth is somewhere in the middle with Draymond. To think that he's just some low-level role player that you can replace with, I completely disagree with that. But I also agree with the fact that I don't know what he looks like on another NBA roster. I like to think he figures it out because this is a guy that came in the league. Nobody knows his position, and he was out of shape. He had to remake his whole body. So it's a certain level of discipline and work ethic there, right? You don't just do that at a whim. But the dude, like he's out of control, though. Allball, I agree with you there. He is out of control.
I definitely say that at best he's a high IQ role player. There's been plenty of high IQ role players. To say that he a Hall of Famer, to me, that's crazy. But at best, he's high IQ role player, and at worst, he's a straight scrub.
You know, first of all, I don't say no NBA players a scrub anyway.
Right.
Because,
That's ridiculous.
I don't.
No, I'm comparing them to themselves. It's like 400 of them. We compare
nobody
them to
that's
each
a key
other.
part to.
He's one of the worst players in the league.
Nobody that's a key part to a 4-time winning championship is just a scrub. Anybody in the world. I got a question. If it's somebody else, do they get suspended?
Wait, let me ask you this.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna ask you one question.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Answer that question. That's the part because people will be getting this twisted. Rockstar Mel. So what'd you say?
If it's somebody else, do they get suspended?
Yes.
I think they do. I think
they do, bro.
I don't know.
Because the way it looked on tape, you can't
do
that on camera. He kicked him in his chest.
Hold on, Zach. Because this with me and Rob. No. Because Rockstar Mel coming in here starting some bull.
I just asked the question, bro.
No.
It's a good question.
I just asked a simple question, bro. I didn't agree with nobody. I didn't call nobody name. I just asked the question.
All right. Because like everybody know my antics. We all know each other antics now. If Fabian is gassing it, talk about great question. I guarantee y'all, Mel, watch this. Mel, do you think he should have been suspended?
I think he got suspended because he's Draymond Green.
No, I didn't ask you that.
No.
Do you think he should have been suspended?
He got kicked out. I think that was enough.
What? Y'all see what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
Wilding.
If that was off the read, you think he would have got suspended, bro?
Hold on.
Somebody he would not.
But Zach,
bro. But Zach, Draymond, and he has the history,
right?
So that's why he got suspended.
Wait. Why are we acting? This is what you just said. Because it's Draymond. Who is Draymond, bro?
Right.
What are you talking about?
He's known to be dirty. That's why he got suspended.
Right. Okay. Hold on. So if I'm known to be dirty, forget my name is Draymond. I'm Fabian. I'm known to be dirty, and I stomp somebody and do the heel flap and run off like I just see with a diamond. I'm not getting suspended for that.
Say that again.
If I'm doing the same thing Draymond did, I'm known for being dirty. I don't get suspended for that.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, then. So what are you talking about? It's not
what I'm saying. Somebody who's not known for dirty might not get suspended for that. He might. Of
course not.
He might get kicked out. He might get fined.
But Mel,
I'm not saying hold on. I'm not saying it's okay. But that's
also
part of the reason why he gets away with talking to the refs the way he do, because he's Draymond. They know this is what he do, so we not gonna tech him. Where it's last night, Rudy Gobert ran away and got a tech. Like Draymond could scream at a ref and get a tech and not get a tech.
I didn't see that.
Crazy. That's a great question, Mel. Well, who was more important on the 2015 championship, Draymond Green or Iggy?
That's tough. That's tough.
No, it's not.
It's not tough,
man. It's not at all.
Tough. It's Draymond Green.
It's not at
all. And I'm gonna say this: if you think it's not Draymond Green, then you don't know basketball. Just
you see, I didn't answer. It's debatable, bro.
Hold on, Zach.
Hold on. Not debatable.
Hold on. No, not debatable, not debatable, but something you have to think about. That's why I didn't answer, because I didn't really study that.
I have an answer, and I'm gonna say Iggy.
Bro.
Iggy impact coming off the bench was more valuable. He was guarding LeBron. Every game he came off the bench, he averaged 20. 4 out of those 6 games, he had a higher plus minus than Steph Curry. He played better. That's why he got MVP.
He got MVP because he got a LeBron. That's it, bro.
No,
hold on. Right.
He can't. He don't.
So Ray, man,
he don't defend.
Mel, let me see if the question is right. Are you asking the finals or for the whole season?
I'm saying who was more valuable to winning the championship, Iggy or Draymond Green?
So that's two. Hold on.
That's not you. That's a question you can't. Draymond does so much that's not counted for.
No, you can't answer it. It's literally
you cannot.
In your face. It's the reason Iggy won Finals MVP, right?
Guess what? If Draymond is as trash as y'all say he is, right? They would have been got rid of him. Keep that in mind. If he's that easily replaced, he'll be replaced easily.
Who was more valuable on the 2015? Iggy or Draymond?
You do know that, right? If Draymond wasn't this valuable, they wouldn't put up with all this bullshit.
What you mean is? What you mean is?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Because
he said what you mean is.
Hold on.
He said is.
Hold on. Let me go back to what Mel said earlier. Then I want Trevor to get in this. For one, I don't care who did that play. You deserve to be suspended. You cannot stomp on nobody's chest and then stick your feet in their chest and jump over them. So I don't care who did that; they deserve to be suspended.
Yeah, he's wild, and what he was saying after too. Like,
look.
Now, hold on. Now, I do exaggerate when I say he's trash. Come on, man. That's how we talk. Anybody knows us as people, whether it's on the corner, outside barbershop, we exaggerate. So when we say somebody a bum, of course we don't really mean they're bum, because we would love to be in that position.
No, some people really mean it, like Rage Man.
No, hold on.
I really mean that. Like,
hold on, Rage. So you telling me right now, today, not 5 years ago, not 10 years ago, you would take Draymond Green on your team today?
No.
For sure.
No.
All right.
No.
Turbo, go ahead, Turbo.
If I had to voluntarily pick him, no. But if it was out of a list,
because he don't know basketball, he never played basketball.
If I had to voluntarily pick somebody, would I want Draymond Green on my team? No.
Any man that could guard any position, get the ball, create, and get my best 2 players open.
Is Draymond Green a power forward?
Yeah.
All right. So now, it's 5 out of 5 power forwards.
He's not top anything, but I will put him on my team. He does the little things.
He's not top. I
didn't say he's top.
He's honestly like no. Honestly,
hold on.
Draymond,
yo, get man the fuck out of here with this.
No, let's be real. Niggas don't know basketball, bro. You don't know basketball like that.
How?
Hold on. I love this. No, wait, Mel. We can't hit below the belt like that. Ain't none of us play professionally. Stop it, my nigga.
Right.
No, hold on.
My nigga weak.
No. Wait, Mel. Let me respond to that.
No, not yet. I'll give you a second to respond, Rage Man. There's no way. Hold on. There's no way you're gonna tell me you play basketball and that's the guy you pick as your teammate, Mel. What the hell are you talking about?
Like, come on. He sound like a fan more than anything.
Is my mic unmuted?
Like basketball
yes.
Is my mic unmuted?
Yes.
Draymond does intangibles. He fouls niggas, right? He has high basketball IQ. Look,
you just said he fouled people. You heard that, though, right? You just said he fouled people. You heard that, though, right?
Sometimes you want niggas. You the same person that complain that people don't do that to Jokic. You the same person that complain that people don't do that to Jokic. That's what Draymond do.
That don't do what?
Play him close and get up on him and foul him. You do not say that,
I never said foul. What are you talking about?
But I said nobody plays close and make it harder. He makes it harder. Niggas might get their numbers on him still. He makes it way harder, right? He plays D. He's a high IQ. He doesn't turn off a lot. He could guard any position and he could create. Anywhere he goes, you go. I'm not gonna say anywhere, but he's like a Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson is a guy who averaged 8 and like 5 dimes and 4 rebounds. Guess what? He does everything. He defends the best players. He rebounds. He assists.
Yo, you just said Kyle Anderson,
team, bro.
You just said Kyle Anderson.
Bro, like who else is like that? Batum. Batum plays 30 minutes a game. He don't even score. Guess what? He defends. He rebounds, and he's a high IQ guard. You need that in the league, bro. As stupid as I think I might sound, every team has a guy like that, bro. Almost every team has a guy like that.
That's not our point.
You saying would I pick him for them reasons? Those intangibles, the little things.
No.
The deflections and getting the other player, getting the other star player in foul trouble.
Yo, Draymond Green is the worst power forward in the league. Draymond Green is the worst power forward in the league right now.
He's not even top 20, literally. Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, like,
if he was that, he wouldn't be on the Warriors, bro. If he was that, if he was whack as I think he was, he would have been gone.
Hold on. Hold on, Rage Man. You got to rope it though. You got to rope it though.
That's already trash. That's allowed to punch somebody in the face.
Okay, so first
about
that, bro. The shit he does, he's staying around because he's valuable, bro.
We got it, Mel. Let Rage Man respond because you kind of hit him below the belt saying he don't play ball. I want to hear what the non-ball players got to say, Mel. That's what I want to hear now.
Go ahead.
First, I want to respond to your selection. That'll show that you're a terrible GM, whatever part of the team. That's what they'll show. 2, that's why you're not on a franchise. 2, you said
what are you talking about?
You said because I didn't play basketball, I don't know what I'm talking about. So I just want to use your logic. Then I'm gonna go deeper into that.
Go ahead.
You know how that COVID thing just happened, and with the vaccine and stuff. You know how
that was a few years ago. That didn't just happen.
I'm using your logic. You know how the COVID vaccine just came out, and it was like brand new, and it was kind of like an experiment on the people, right? So when the doctors was talking about it, and they was talking it as if they were experts, but it was a brand new thing. And it was like if anybody else said something, they was wrong. That's what you're saying? Like only basketball players?
What are you talking about, bro? No.
What are
you going
about? Let him make his point. No, let him make his point.
Right over his head. That's how
he's losing me. Yeah, you're losing me. Just talk about basketball. I don't know what.
No. I'm using your logic. So only basketball players can talk about basketball. That's what you're saying?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, so
I'm saying
number 2.
I'm saying I lived, I eat, I played, I drink, I sweat.
That makes you
for 20 plus years. But to you,
hold on.
Hold on.
Wait, fellas. Wait, listen.
No,
wait, Fabe. The Creed 4, I keep telling y'all too. Wait.
Yeah.
But hold on. But Mel, you gotta let Rage Man make his point because we always
asked me a question. I answered.
Yeah, but Mel, but that's what I'm saying. But now you getting too emotional to respond, and you already made your point. Listen to what we're saying. We don't play ball, correct? Since you play ball every day of your life, you somehow know.
No. All right.
Hold on, you cutting me off. That's what I'm saying. That's all Rage Man's trying to do is get to his COVID point, which is a little crazy. I understand what you're saying, Rage Man.
Tell him that.
I get it. Hold on. I get it. What he's saying is that someone that doesn't know a lot about something speaking on it's brand new to him or whoever, and they're speaking on it. That's what it sounds like because he didn't play ball.
I'm not saying that.
No,
I'm not saying that neither.
My point was when it's a person that's actively or whatever previously, whatever level you was at doing something, then you want to speak on it as if you know it all. That makes you something called, I don't think you heard this term before, because all you focused on is basketball. It's called conflict of interest. So if you know it all,
no, I'm skilled all around in life.
No. So if you know it all and you played it, I don't think that kind of correlates, buddy.
What are you saying?
But go back, hold on. All right, but go back to the point.
What the fuck? What does
but
that?
Raven, man, hold on. Listen.
Bro, what are you
Raven,
talking about? What you talking about?
You don't know.
Make your point about why you think Draymond wouldn't be top 20 or whatever it is, because that's his point. He would be in his top 20.
He is. I agreed with y'all. He's not. But with his intangibles, I asked me would I take him on the team. With his intangibles, yes, bro.
We having two different conversations. I was quiet for a reason. We having two different conversations. Today, is Draymond the same player he was? No. Would you take him today? I think we all would say no. But the original conversation was when we was trying to underplay his value. And I made the statement, and I rarely do this, but when I make very concise points, very clear. When I said you don't know basketball if you don't understand Draymond, if you're saying that, you don't. Because Draymond, if we go back in history real quick, David Lee was their starting power forward. He gets hurt. They put Draymond in. The rest is history. What you guys keep saying, we keep talking about the offensive end. Defensively, he was probably their most important player because they were allowed to play those depth lineups because he can guard 1 through 5, and he has a high-level IQ where he can pass the ball.
Thank you. Intangibles.
I'll land right here. I don't cut you off. You got to learn that, Rage Man, and these things.
That's not Rage Man.
Oh, well.
My bad. I'm just saying thank you. My bad.
All right. I'll say it like this, and I'll land. Steph Curry is the engine that drives the Warriors. But make no mistake about it, Draymond Green has been the steering wheel for their success. His versatility on offense and defense is the reason why they can play how they play. It wasn't Iggy, because Iggy was there before Draymond. It's Draymond. It is what it is.
Now, hold on.
Draymond was there before Iggy.
Now, hold on, y'all. Hold on.
No, he wasn't. Iggy was a free agent from Denver when he came there. Draymond gets drafted. I remember Iggy was a big free agent because they was going to go after Dwight Howard.
No. Draymond was on the team before finals.
Do your Googles.
Hold on, y'all.
I'm going to see if I'm wrong, but I could have sworn that Iggy signed there before Draymond because he was a big-time free agent coming from Denver.
Now hold on, y'all. Hold on. I will just stay right there 1 minute.
Look it up because I'm driving. Look it up, please.
I'm looking it up
right now.
Now, while Zach was making his point, Rockstar Mel was going, thank you. Now, see, this is my problem. The initial question I asked was, right now. I didn't say nothing. I said it clearly. I said, I'm not talking about 5 years ago. I'm not talking about 10 years ago. I said, right now, would you take him? Everybody on the panel said no, except Rockstar Mel. And then you gave why you would take him. So we talking about right now. Like, that's what I'm saying. Let's not forget. I said right now. I didn't say 5-10 years ago.
Draymond was there before Iggy.
Yeah, the year before. The year before.
When we talking about Iggy and Draymond, I was talking about in the finals, 2015.
Right. But that's what,
and that's what was wrong too, though. That's what I'm telling you. That's even wrong.
But hold on, but Zach, hold on. But this is what I'm saying. But why I think that's kind of again going back to what Allball is saying. Draymond plays a huge role, yes, but so did Iggy. So that's why for me, if are you talking about the whole season or one series?
About in the finals,
just the finals.
For 7 games, of course you got to give it to Iggy. He got the MVP.
Like exactly, like what are we talking about? Are we?
But that doesn't mean
that was media driven.
That don't mean nothing. Okay,
if you go back and watch the evidence.
Wait. Zach, hold on. So Zach, let me say. I'm gonna ask you this question to make this clear. So Iggy having a higher plus minus in 4 of those 6 games, him averaging 20 coming off the bench, and guarding LeBron, holding him to 30, under 40% from the field, and under 30 from the 3-point line. That meant nothing. That's what you're saying.
That's not what he's saying.
Take plus minus out because I don't like plus minus, but the rest of it, sure. But LeBron still averaged 35 and whatever.
But
like
I just don't think.
I think that was a narrative that we ran with. I just think that's a narrative we ran with. In my opinion, from what I watched the games and how Cleveland had the scheme to stop the 3-on-2 of video. No, the 3-on-2 they like to run when they trap Steph. they had to scheme that around Draymond as well because of his passing ability. I just remember what I saw. It was a lot of chess pieces being moved. Iggy got the final result because he got the points, but Draymond was just as intricate as Steph was with the decisions and the passing he was making.
I got a question.
Hold on, Mel, before you ask that question, because I want to get on this. I think that finals was so up in the air because LeBron averaged like 40 or whatever it was, but he shot like 40%. Steph Curry had
39%.
Right. So Steph Curry shot below average. That was so random to me that I don't care which defender you choose. If LeBron got MVP, it didn't matter to me because
he lost.
Yeah, but Jerry West won an MVP and they lost. So what I'm saying
LeBron
is,
that was the only time it happened.
But my point is that the fact that either one of them to me is arguable. Like that's not really showing whether Draymond wasn't nice or not back then. Draymond was vital for them. He has been for the last 5 years. Yes, Mel, but that ain't the point. He's no longer that.
Right. Can I ask a question?
He's no longer.
Can I ask a question?
I agree, Fabian.
Can I for a role player, right? What's a good amount of points to average for a role player?
I don't do that. I don't do that because it depends on what their role is on the team. So you keep throwing out stats. I'm telling you how he's used in their schemes. And their schemes is what makes them successful. But that's what I'm talking about.
All right, so I'm trying to simplify it. How much is a good amount of points for a role player? Any role player.
I just answered your question.
That's you. Can I get the rest of the panel? Can I get the rest of the panel to answer?
Hold on, Mr. Ball Player. Am I allowed to answer this?
No, hold on. Hold on. I go. Hold on. You know our motto. They scared, but we not. I don't hold no punches. The way he talk mess, the way he acts, he needs to be averaging double digits. Yeah, I said it.
Yes.
We're not talking about Draymond Green. I'm talking about any role player in the NBA.
Most of the Draymond Green, nigga. No, we talking about Draymond Green, nigga. Get out of here with that.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you talking about? That nigga need to be averaging double digits the way he be acting. The way he got ejected, it was in the crowd calling niggas PUSSY and going crazy. He needs to be averaging double digits.
I agree. But
nah, you're not getting away with that. You trying to
No, what I'm saying is that's his personality. That's not his role on the team. That's not his job, bro.
Yo,
that's like Dillon Brooks. You would think Dillon Brooks averaged 30. He don't, but the way he talked, he averaged 30, but he don't.
Nigga, he averaged 14. What are you talking about? Double digits?
But his mouth is crazy. You would think he averaged 20, bro.
Nigga, he backing it up. They up 0-2, nigga. What are you talking about?
They not up 0-2. What are you talking about?
They down 0-2.
They down. No. I'm sorry. No, 1-1. No, I'm thinking Sacramento. I'm sorry. They are 1-1. My point is, Dillon Brooks backs it up. He's averaging double digits.
Without their superstar. Hold on a second. Yo, Mel, what is going on if Steph Curry sits out for 2 games in the playoffs? What's happening with Draymond Green?
He's going to do the same thing he does.
So Draymond needs to shut the fuck up, bro. What are you talking about?
Hold on, let Turbo get in this.
He's a role player. Y'all not.
So is Dillon Brooks. What are you talking about?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, Mel. No, hold on. So you telling me? I'm sorry, y'all. You telling me this guy that you keep saying do all the intangibles is so great? He's a role player, right? Not nobody else on the panel. I'm only talking to Mel. You the only one that always give Draymond all these props. Why is he only a role player then?
What you mean?
You mean what I mean?
Why is he only a role player? Because he plays his role. What are you talking about?
Wow.
His role is not to go out there and get 30 and 40.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So if I play basketball as long as you do, for as many hours as you do, I get to say something like that? I'm a role player because I play my role. That's what we
What I'm saying is Draymond, even when Draymond was a star, he didn't average 20. He averaged 14 as a star.
I never said 20. I said double digits. I never said 20.
Right. At his best, he averaged that. He 1 bucket away from that. He averaged 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists, and played 72 games. For a role player, that's not horrible. I'm taking that on my team for a role player.
Can I ask a question to the whole panel?
Sure thing, Rage Man.
So I know y'all don't like stats. I know it don't tell the whole story, but
it's not that I don't like them. You have to.
Hold on, Zach.
I'm not gonna get too specific. I'm gonna just be general with this question.
Yes, I'm sorry, Rage Man. I'm sorry because when you mention too many stats, I get a little dizzy. I'm like, yo, what?
I'm gonna be super general. So I know we're talking about what Draymond provides to a team, but we talking about a power forward in the era of spacing when it's really no resistance. As soon as you pass your defender, you to the basket. We talking about a guy who has shot under 45% and even under 40% in this era, is that serviceable?
We're not gonna do this, man. The man.
That's a super general question. That's to the whole panel.
No.
That's to the whole panel.
No.
That's a general question.
Obviously, I didn't go. He still plays a lot and getting as much time as he getting by one of the greatest coaches ever.
Turbo.
Obviously, it is.
Can you answer that, Turbo?
Obviously, it is.
Turbo, can you get on this?
This is common.
I'm gonna answer after Turbo. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Obviously, Steve
All
still
right.
has that man on the floor, and he played 72 games.
Now
and
watch
let's
this.
see how many minutes he averaged.
Now watch this. Now, what Rageman said, y'all may not like it, but I love it. I'm gonna tell you why. Because up here, we all talk about, how great guys is and offensively, and now you got to spread the floor. This positionless basketball, this and that. Steve Kerr's making a mistake playing them all them minutes and playing them all them games, and then starting the show. That's why their asses is down 0-2.
There you go.
Right? No, but in history, not in history. Over the years, they tried. They went and got the young guys to replace him and get more minutes. It hasn't worked. So he's not that irreplaceable.
No,
he's
you
not
know why?
that trash
No.
as I think.
No,
His contract is up.
No, them young guys ain't good enough. The young guys they got, they didn't reach the potential or the level that everybody thought.
We have literally took a guy that's won Defensive Player of the Year.
Crazy, nuts, bro.
Let's hold
on, Raymond. You asked the question. Let Zach answer.
All-Star games, all NBA, and again, that's why I don't throw that out often, because I'm not one of those people that say I played and you didn't. But I threw that out there for a reason, because again,
two-time Olympian.
If to think that the Warriors will have the success they have and he not be a part of it and be the main reason why, you're not understanding what you're watching. I don't know how to say it.
Right. I agree.
And
I don't agree with Zion too much. I agree 100%, bro.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that.
I tried to be as general as possible. This is a yes or no question. Is that serviceable?
Rageman is the only one saying this Allball, because I agree with you. I said right now, he's not.
Yeah, I'm talking right now. Yeah, I'm talking right now.
Rageman is the only one that's for some reason trying to make it seem like Draymond wasn't what he once was or something. That's what the conversation has devolved into. Right now, nobody's taking him right now. I hope the Warriors do move on. He cost them a game that he could have won, and keeping the buck, he actually was playing good last game. He had like 13, 14 points.
Yeah.
So,
I
don't know, man. Rageman, I'm just saying, we changed the conversation, because what we're not going to do is make it sound like this guy that's a future Hall of Famer wasn't a major cog in the team
I'm just sticking to my guns, and I think he's one of the worst. Hold on, let's not about that Defensive Player of the Year. Let's get on that. Let's not act like it hasn't been. Let's not act like there's not a ranking amongst Defensive Player of the Years. It's a reason he only won one. Marcus Smart. He just got obliterated by Steph Curry. Let's not act like there's not a tier list amongst defensive players.
What we're not going to do, though, because I noticed this is what your generation does. This is what your generation does. Y'all like
why are we making it into a generation thing? Is there not? So you telling me Draymond Green?
What are you talking about? He was one of the most elite defenders.
Okay, my question to you
other
is,
guys.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Somebody think is messing up. Hold on, Zach. Yeah. Listen, y'all. I'm just telling y'all now. This is all great because it's respectful. We all just having a respectful argument. No, wait. But I'm gonna agree with Zach with this point. As much as I got some personal against Draymond, I don't like him as a player. Back then, up until maybe about 3-4 years ago, he was elite. I never said he wasn't. My argument is always right now. I'm saying right now, people still talk about him and give him all those props. And I'm saying today, my opinion, he's nowhere near relevant. The antics, the intangibles that he was good for 4, 5, 6 years ago and back right now, them shits don't mean nothing.
I got to disagree with that.
I'm glad. Allball, I'm glad you just differentiated that. That's you. Me, I think he's been overrated this entire time because he's only won one time. the defensive stats. Let's just okay. Let's not act
Rage
like
man,
stats. Please hold on. Let's not act like stats do not matter.
Okay.
When has this dude ever led the league in rebounds, blocks, steals, any of that? This dude has never. Who has he really locked up like that? Who has he really got from preventing points? Well, let's not act like all defensive player of the years and all these awards are created equal. They are not. He is one of the worst players to win that award. Look at Marcus Smart again. I'm giving you another example.
I catch y'all on the next one, bro. We're not gonna do this, bro. I catch y'all.
He's wild.
No, hold on. No. Wait. No. Hold on.
He makes me want to do what
crazy,
Zach
man.
is doing too, bro. That's why I gotta get reckless. He made me want to.
No. Hold on. No. Hold on, y'all.
Crazy,
Hold on.
bro.
No, hold on. What we do on here, we respect everybody's opinion. Now I'm gonna be honest, bro. What he's saying, he's making decent points. You don't have to agree.
Not, bro.
Hold on. I let y'all.
Okay, let's say
Wait.
Nah, I like that. Go ahead. Go to the stats right there. Go ahead, Mel.
No. Hold on. Wait. Before Mel goes.
Draymond made 7 all defensive teams. Niggas
That's
is
a lot.
not trash, making 7 of them. 7.
That's a lot.
1 and 2 by luck.
Okay.
7, was it first team, second
7.
team, third team?
I don't care what team it's on, Mel. Whoa,
No,
hold on. See?
That's elite.
See?
No.
Nah.
Hold on.
For 7 years.
No, hold
Go
on,
ahead,
y'all.
Allball.
Hold on. Rockstar Mel, the 7 ones he made, how many was first, how many was second, how many was third?
That matters, bro. You gotta look it up.
Like, listen,
gotta
y'all.
be kidding me.
Listen, y'all. No. We don't have to like each other's arguments, but it's all our opinions. We all respect each other.
I'm with that.
We
Hold
don't
on.
bring facts to the table.
Hold on.
Like they not
Hold
even
on.
respecting the facts. Like, come on, man.
Go ahead,
Hold on,
Mel.
hold on,
Break it down,
hold on.
please. First, second, and third.
Hold on. What Rage Man said, to a certain extent, I agree. Meaning, like, if the man ain't ever lead in rebounds and this and that, yeah, we know the intangibles. But if we talk about those other things, how was he considered great? Because we would do that to other players.
Iverson was one of the best guys.
Okay,
on
I
the
got
ball,
it. I have
and
it right
he was
here.
a piss-poor defender.
I
What
have
are
it
we
right
talking
here.
about right now?
Hold on,
right.
Zach. Let them break it down because their question is what team, what all defensive team he was on. Go ahead, Mel. Break this down because I disagree with
2017 Defensive Player of the Year.
No. No.
I'm
First,
reading,
second, or third.
I'm reading them off.
Go ahead.
Same season, steals leader. So he did lead the league in steals.
Keep going.
2015, second team all defensive team. 2017, 13. 4 times all defensive first team. What are you talking about? That's great. That's elite defense, boy.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And that's his first 4 or 5 years in the league. So the way you just broke down Draymond Green is inaccurate. He won Defensive Player of the Year and got 7 all defensive teams. Only great defenders are doing that. Only.
And 4 was first team, right? You said
yes.
right? 4
first time. 4
That's-
first time.
That's not inaccurate. That's not inaccurate. How long has he been playing?
What you mean?
Since 2012.
That's not inaccurate. How long has he been playing? Has he been doing? How long ago was that? Come on,
Rage man. Whoa. You said his defensive player. You cut me off. You cut me off. You said his defensive player of the year award is overrated, just like Marcus Smart, because you have outliers, and he was one of them, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now Mel went to the Googles, and he got 4 all defensive first team. Not just 1, not 2, not 3. Okay, so for you to say someone is overrated, I have yet to hear how we're overrating.
No, wait. Okay, let me respond.
Please.
You say he led the league in steals 1 time.
He's a power forward.
That's 1
time.
Mel, don't do that. Mel, don't put him on.
And let's talk about. You said that's power forward. Let's talk about the duties of a power forward.
Rage man.
No.
Answer one question. Name another power forward.
Let's talk about the duties of a power forward. And again, I'm gonna mention this era. Not physical, space. Can't average 10 rebounds at least. Never led the league in rebounds. Best defender, right? You can block some shots, right? Never led the league in blocks. So my point still stands.
No, hold on a second. You have yet to address his 4 first all defensive teams.
I did. I gave him a golf clap.
Yo, he skipped over that.
I wish
Hold
I
on,
was
Zach.
at
Hey, Zach, just sit in.
He just Draymond leaked that
Hold on,
right now.
hold
He
on,
just
y'all.
Draymond
Hey,
leaked that.
Hold on, Zach. Just sit and watch the madness. Sometimes it's just good to be entertained, man.
Yo,
No,
I'm not gonna lie.
you right. Because if I was at
Yeah, come on,
home,
listen.
I don't
That
have my
was nuts.
laptop in front of me.
Yo,
I'll be
listen,
able to
y'all.
like. This is crazy,
But
bro.
listen,
Once
listen,
again,
yo.
once again, Rage Man lives up to the name.
Right,
Rage
listen.
Man, are you kidding me? I love it.
But
That's a
but
fact.
hold on.
That's a fact.
Wait,
Let Turbo
That
go.
is
Let Turbo
definitely
get
a
in.
fact.
I can't wait. With all that disagree, you cannot say I'm not consistent with my points. I'm standing on my
No. You consistently
No,
are
you
stubborn.
definitely,
Yeah,
you
are.
definitely consistent.
You
But
consistently stubborn. But
yeah,
ain't no way.
Hey, Rage
Allball.
Man, I'm with you with the Draymond Green hate.
Oh, you fasting.
Like,
What
come
are
on,
you doing?
man.
I'm backing you up. I'm with you.
Come on,
I ain't gonna
man.
listen. I ain't
Come
gonna let
on,
them
man.
jump you in here. I'm with you. Don't worry about it.
But hold on. I
hey
have a question.
Turbo. Before you ask your question, do you have a lap? Can you go to Basketball Reference for me real quick?
That's what
I
I
don't
go
even
to.
have
I'm right here. I
I'm
got
All
my
right.
phone right here.
All
I'm
right,
only
look at
two.
his Defensive Player of the Year that year. Where did he rank in the main defensive analytics stats except for defensive rating? Because that's more about your lineup.
You could do
Where
that,
did he
Turbo?
rank in defensive box plus
Hold
minus? Where did he rank?
Can you translate that?
Hold on, y'all. Wait.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Oh God, translate that.
Hold on, y'all. Wait.
I'm sorry,
breaking,
Zach.
But hold on, Faye. Breaking news. Kawhi Leonard is out tonight. Sprained right knee.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
Kawhi Leonard is out tonight. Sprained right knee.
Shit.
That's not good, man. That's not good.
Yo,
I
that's
saw the play. I
damn.
saw the play he got hurt on too. It happened, I
Yo.
think, like in the first or second quarter, and he
That
gutted out the
breaking-
rest of the game.
That
Damn.
breaking news just took the air out the whole show.
Oh,
Hey,
Kawhi,
remember
for Game 3, Kawhi Leonard is out with a sprained right knee. Breaking news.
man.
Damn, nah.
remember Dom Dropper just said like remember he gave us the inside scoop and they were saying like Kawhi knee is really effed up. Remember he said that a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga Pillow said Dom just fell to his knees in a Walmart.
Damn, man. That's damn.
Damn, come on, man.
Nah,
And he averaging 30, I think 34 a game right now,
and
man.
yo, Zach, and he was guarding KD.
I remember the play that he came up walking gimpy too, but he played the rest of the game, so I thought he was okay.
Damn.
Man.
They got no shot then. They got no shot.
Hell.
You think no? I disagree.
Nah, come on, stop.
No, they have no shot,
disagree.
Bro.
I disagree.
This goes to your John Morant thing.
Go to that. Get to that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I get what y'all was trying to say. Tyus Jones is cute for running offense, and you can get a lot of regular seasons. I'm from Chicago. I'm old school. I don't do that Paul stuff. That's y'all. That's not y'all.
I get it. It's New York. We get it.
That's New York
Harlem.
thing. But yeah, it's definitely Harlem. Y'all definitely came up with that. But what saved them last night, because it almost turned into like last year when they was up that whole game against the Warriors and Ja was out, and then when it came to down the stretch, they couldn't get a basket. If it wasn't for Luke Kennard making those couple threes, it was almost the same thing. That's when you need a Ja Morant. I get what you guys was trying to say. Tyus Jones that's cool for the regular season, but when it's time to get a bucket, you need a superstar. You might win one playoff game without a superstar, maybe two, depending on the matchup. But you're not winning a playoff series without your superstar. It just is. It is what it is.
Hey, man, it's a wrap, bro.
Hold on. Let me ask y'all a question before we get out of here, because I gotta go to work at 4. Let me ask y'all a question. Should they put Tyus Jones at the 1 and start Ja at the 2?
I've always said that.
No. The problem with Ja is for some reason, and I don't know what changed, he got away from how he played at Murray State. Like when he was at Murray State, he was the perfect blend for this era. Explosiveness, high IQ, great passer, can score. But for some reason, they don't really do that anymore. I think he gets another coach. I think if he gets another coach, he can get him back to playing like that, and you'll see a much more balanced Memphis offense. That's the issue. It's the coach. That's my opinion. You
don't see the Iverson thing when you put him at the 2 and then see what happens?
No, Iverson didn't have that kind of elite level natural passing ability. Go back and watch some of the highlights at Murray State. That's elite. That's elite. You can't teach. You can't teach what he had.
Do you think it's because he would just want to score more?
No, I think it's part of the feeding into the superstar part. To Fabian point,
so I have to agree with you on this one.
Yeah, but I think look at Luka Doncic. He has pretty passes too. It's not about pretty passes to me. It's about
not pretty passes, Fabian. I said the reads he makes.
Yeah,
those are high. Most people can't make those reads.
Not just the read, he makes the pass after he reads
Right, that's
it. So
what I'm saying. They're the same
1,000%.
point. Yeah, I agree with you. It's the superstar part.
But what I'm saying is that he's trying to dunk it on people. Like I don't see a difference between him, De'Aaron Fox, and SGA in terms of they approach the game, they're attacking to score, and it makes the game easier for everybody that way. So with the shot clock winding down, Ja Morant is excellent. But with the shot clock at 24 or 18, for him to initiate your offense, he's just giving it up to you and standing there. He ain't off the ball great.
I see.
De'Aaron Fox got better off the ball. SGA got better off the ball. Ja Morant hasn't.
But you talking about his diamond skill. He could easily average 12 dimes. You just watch his highlights in college and the transition to them. He could easily average like 12 dimes.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what changed for De'Aaron Fox? He got a big that they could run their offense through. Sabonis actually leads them in steals, and he has an offense that he actually trusts. So sometimes it's about the coach and the roster construction, because before Mike Brown get there, before Sabonis, he didn't trust his system like that, and he was always hurt. He was always in and out of the lineup at goofy points of the season. Either he would get hurt or Marvin Bagley would get hurt when he was there early on, and then their whole season would just fall apart. So just fall apart.
Real quick, Allball, but that's my point, Zach. I always say about Fox, he needs a point guard. Now they got two with Monk and Sabonis. They really are the ones who initiate the offense for them a lot of times.
Well, what I say is like this. I played at Division III. I went to Benedictine University, and then I played at a D1 JUCO in Nebraska, Northeast Community College.
Okay.
Nice.
If you look at it, though, he still initiates their offense, though, Fabian, just being technical, because he brings the ball up and all that. But it helps when you can run it through, to your point, through the center, so he can play more off the ball and use all his skills. It's a balance thing. I think SGA and Giddey is going to be great together, because Giddey is a better initiator of offense than SGA. So to your point, it's not that these guys can't do it.
Right.
It's just that it has to be the right coach and the right system. I really believe that they don't have the right coach in Memphis. Because if you get the right coach in Memphis, like they had in Murray State, hard-nosed guy, disciplined guy, a lot of this bullshit get cleaned up, and they start playing more like a collective unit. But don't make no mistake about it, Tyus Jones is probably a long-term, high-level backup. He's a starter on a bad team. Just keeping it buck. Tyus Jones is a starter on a bad team. That's not knocking Tyus Jones. That's just his ceiling.
Yeah, no, that's your listen. I respect everybody's opinion. That's your opinion. I respect that. But I agree. I've been saying this. That coach got to go. Now this season, if they get bumped in the first round, that means that's the second or third time straight where y'all got second, third seed, great regular season, great record, and y'all get bumped in the first round. They need a better coach. Because that team is a solid team, and they should be thinking about Western Conference or championship contention, because that team is that good, and they young.
I got a question. You know who I think would be a good coach for them, even though it's it will be his first head coaching job, but I think he would be good for John Morant.
Who?
I think Sam Cassell would be a perfect fit for Memphis.
You've been trying to play Sam Cassell on 30 different teams.
But no, I'm just saying though. I think he would be a perfect fit for Memphis, because I think he can help Ja calm.
Watch this. Go ahead. Yeah, Turbo. No. I'm waiting for you to finish, because I was going to bring up another coach that's going to throw people off.
I think I have a clue.
I know, but I'm just saying the way how he helped. The way when John Wall came in, he was playing like 100 miles per hour, just crashing. And then when Sam Cassell got on the bench and he was just coming out of retirement, he was working and developing. Man, you kind of seen a little bit. John Wall kind of calmed down. I think John Morant needs somebody like that plays the point guard position. That's just me.
Who you going with?
You know why I like over there? Go ahead.
Mark Jackson?
Nah. Mike D'Antoni.
No, leave him. Get him out. No. Keep him out the league.
Listen,
we gotta get these old coaches out of here.
No. Wait. Hold on. Let me make my point. Let me make my point.
I didn't see that coming.
We laugh at some of these old coaches, but he's been successful, and he has an offense that's unstoppable. And with a superstar like Ja Morant, listen, man, he'd make Ja Morant an MVP. Bet that.
Yo, Mel. Hold on. Yo, Mel. Hold on.
He'll make him an MVP. He'll make him an MVP. He'll get him probably two or three seasons with a couple 60-point games. I mean, 60-win seasons. But they'll never win a championship. He's not a championship coach.
Can we agree, Houston, because of injuries, they didn't get the way they were supposed to go?
No, they shot like 0 for 23 from 3. Like
that's one game range, man. That's one game range, man.
I think Mike D'Antoni gets sort of short end of the stick.
Has Mike D'Antoni ever won anything? Has he ever made the finals?
Has Don Nelson, did he make the finals?
No.
Do you think Donnie Nelson's a whack coach?
He's not on the level of Don Nelson. Don Nelson, an all-time great coach. How
many tough breaks did D'Antoni catch in Phoenix?
Right.
The thing happened where they got hurt. Then in Houston, every time they was in contention, something bad happened. I'm just saying, offensively,
yeah, I know. I'm saying, but are you trying to max him out stat-wise and accolade-wise, or are you trying to max him out by wins?
No, but
Mike D'Antoni gonna get him some MVPs in a couple 60-win seasons, but he's not.
I don't think so.
To the championship.
I think that's the point. The better point. I don't think that roster fits him. Just like if you put somebody like D'Antoni on these Knicks right now, they don't really fit. I like Brunson with him, but they don't really fit. Like you need a certain team around D'Antoni. There's too many defenders.
I feel like way too many.
After the argument we just had, I gotta agree with Rage Man. All Mike D'Antoni do is inflate numbers. Jeremy Lin had a great season with him. Raymond Felton averaged 20 and 10 with him. Chris Duhon numbers was crazy with him. Steve Nash numbers was crazy with him. James Harden had numbers was crazy. It don't equal out to winning, bro.
I think that's disrespectful.
He had all those teams.
Yeah, but
what Allball is saying is he gonna make Ja look
John Morant.
He gonna make him look good. It's not gonna
equal
out to women.
Hold on.
I agree with that.
Hold on. How does it not equal out to winning where both those teams was in contention to either go to the Western Conference or to the championship, but they all got messed up because of injury? Like, are we not forgetting
playoffs, man? That's playoffs. That's playoffs.
No.
The last game was that game 6
a war of attrition, man. That come with the game.
Wait,
come with the game.
Houston versus Golden State. What they went 1 for 15? You sat there and coached and let your team go 1 for 15 in the second half.
Hold on.
He had Phoenix Suns popping. Steve Nash back-to-back. Hold on. Back-to-back MVP. You go to Houston. James Harden and them was going crazy. They kept running into Golden State.
And Chris Paul got hurt. Chris Paul got hurt.
Remember, let's not forget Iggy was hurt too.
In the game.
If Iggy was playing, that series would have been over.
Wait. You said Iggy? They had KD.
Iggy was still impactful.
Okay, but they had KD. They had a super team already. Houston was not a super team.
And
he caught them to the Western Conference Finals.
They won more games that season.
It doesn't. You're making my point, bro. D'Antoni's not a bad coach like you saying. That's the whole point.
I'm saying he's going to, like Mel. I agree with Mel. He's going to inflate. He's going to make you look good. He's going to get your wins up. He's going to get you.
You're not winning with that, bro. You're not.
Hey,
it's never been done besides Golden State. It's never been done.
Let's add. Can we add context again, please?
All right, let context again.
The first year when they lost to the Spurs, Steve Nash broke his nose. They lost the game that they probably should have won. The year before that, Joe Johnson gets hurt. They probably could have possibly got out of that series. Then they get the bogus ejection for Stoudemire and them coming off the bench when Robert Horry hip checks them. The point of the matter is he gets them right there, and then shit happens. You're not a shit coach if you get the team right there and then something happens. Now, the game in question against the Rockets when they shot the ball bad, they did. But go back and watch the fourth quarter. Even with them shooting it bad, they were still in contention. And James Harden had two of the most horrendous turnovers I've ever seen in that moment that really cost them the game that doesn't get talked about. Do I think Mike D'Antoni is like one of my favorite coaches? No, but I think history didn't do him any service with some of the injuries he had. And I think if they were healthy, he might make it. I think he makes a finals definitely. Maybe wins at least one championship, but I definitely think they make a finals. No question about it.
Again, injuries come with the game.
Right.
And again, we all making
you keep Rage Man. This is what Rage Man. Hold on. This is what I want you to work on, bro. It'll help grow you for real, bro. I'm not saying we have to agree. What I'm saying is though, you can't say injuries affect the game, and that's the reason why you don't think he's a high-level coach. What I'm saying is the reason why he didn't have the success to sway your opinion is because those injuries have happened, but he's still a high-level coach. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and what I was saying was it's a levels. Like you said this, you said it's levels. He's not a championship coach. That's all I was saying. Like I'm saying, like what I was.
I think he is. I think he is though.
Hold on, Zach.
My response
okay, I was gonna say I think he is though.
My response to Allball was what he was saying was, what are you trying to do with Ja? You trying to get him some wins or some MVPs, or you trying to win him a championship? That's what I was. That's my point.
All right, and I can tell you, I think with a better coach, which I think D'Antoni would be a better coach than that, I think he would get them to the championship. Like I said, you have a whole bunch of bad coaches in the league. Budenholzer is a terrible coach. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah,
they made it to the championship.
Really?
Yeah, he's terrible.
D'Antoni,
and he got a couple coach of the years. He don't supposed to have one at least.
D'Antoni only preaches off
Budenholzer.
See,
I'll give him coach of the year for that Hawks, that 60-win Hawks team.
Right.
Hey, listen, man. I gotta go to work, man. I know Faye probably stay on, but hold on, listen.
I got you.
I'm gonna give my prediction. I think Golden State comes out like gangbusters, and I think they get the win tonight.
How about the Clippers Suns?
Come on, man.
Suns.
Everybody unanimous.
And I'm gonna watch this story because let's hope Kawhi's not out for the whole series.
Yes,
yeah,
let's hope.
Man.
Let's hope. For real.
I gotta call Dom when we get off. I gotta call Dom Drop. All right, old boy.
Yep.
I gotta call Dom Drop up to this, man. He's gonna be hurt because Dom be going crazy, bro.
Facts, man. This is wild, man. Damn.
Nah, Dom, that shit really affects him. Yeah.
Let's hope he's not out for the series, and let's hope at least it goes 6 or 7 to see if Paul George can come back.
Nah, he ain't coming back. They say he's skipping out to the second round. That's what the last I heard.
Yeah, I heard the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Damn, that's messed up. But with the D'Antoni thing, I've always been like Phil Jackson is kind of like, if we're gonna say all that, I don't think he's the number one coach the way everybody made him out to be. He had the best players in the world ever.
He's definitely top 10, but I don't think, me personally, I don't got Phil Jackson as my greatest coach. I got Red Auerbach as my best coach. Like that's me.
Same
personally.
thing.
Like
same thing. Like to me,
I got Larry Brown.
Larry Brown. Oh hell no.
Brown.
I got Red, man. I got Red. Like it was revolutionary. Like they literally changed the game.
This,
like,
hold on though. Look
but
hold on. Larry Brown. Look what Larry Brown did in college. Look at every teams that he went. And think about this. And like Zach says, content. What would the Clippers have been in LA for like almost like 1,000 years? They had great coaches. They didn't make the playoffs until Larry Brown got there. And before he got to the Clippers, the San Antonio Spurs organization was a joke. Until he got there, they started making the playoffs. He's the branch that built that whole Tim Duncan and Greg Popovich.
He's the ultimate builder.
Yeah, you're right.
He's the ultimate builder.
Okay,
and
then hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Before the Hornets went back to. Before the Hornets went back to their original name, they were the Bobcats. The Bobcats. They didn't make the playoff until he got there.
Turbo.
But think about
everything you said is right. When you bring up Larry Brown to me, I don't care.
Yeah,
he benched LeBron. Hold on, Rage, man. He benched LeBron, Carmelo in the Olympics.
Okay.
And the fact that he coached them Clippers and he didn't say nothing about that idiot owner, he loses even more points.
Facts.
So you might be right. You might be right, but you're wrong.
Right. I get yeah. And Turbo, I get your perspective, but with all the talent that he did have, yeah, he is the ultimate builder, as you say, but he had a lot of talent and he only won one championship.
But there's a lot of great, but Don Nelson never won a championship as a coach. He won as a player, but people consider him a great coach.
Right, that's what I mean, Rage, man. Because Larry Brown didn't have a team like that before the Pacers and the Pistons. He didn't have that talent.
Look at the Pacers, though. He got the Pacers to the conference finals.
Right.
The Pacers was nothing but until he got there, and they had great coaches.
I
know Zach wants to chime in.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say,
I'm messing around.
We forget the year before Phil arrives in LA, they won 60-some games under Dale Harris.
61 and 98.
Yeah, and then Phil took that team and they won the chip the next year. Like, I think with the NBA, X's and O's is important, but the NBA is also more so, I would say, about managing the personalities, the egos, getting the most out of your superstars, getting them to get everybody to buy in. And I think Phil, again, was the ultimate builder like Larry Brown of not just the roster, because he didn't do the drafting, but arguably a coaching staff. Because you go and get Tex Winter, you go and get Johnny Bach, you go get legendary coaches and you put them on your staff, where now you see everybody doing that. Feels, that's how Nick Saban coaches, that's how the dude up in New England, Belichick, they build out the great, like that was Phil Jackson.
But he comes, but look where Belichick comes from. He comes from the Bill Parcells tree.
And also, Phil won at every level. Phil won at every level. Yeah. Phil won in the CBA. Phil won in Puerto Rico. Like, he won at every level. So I think you could pick hairs of who you think the best is, but he's definitely in the conversation for sure.
No, right. And so is and Larry Brown won a championship in college.
Yeah.
Y'all UCLA.
Them definitely.
And he took a UCLA team.
No, not UCLA. Yeah, he did take a UCLA team too, Turbo. He won it with Kansas, though.
All freshmen and one senior.
Yeah.
So where? They won?
UCLA. No, they went to the finals. They lost to.
They went to the finals, bro. Larry Brown is a beast. I'm telling you. He is. It's just that he's hard to like.
He's hard to
go. He is.
He is. He's like,
that's a component of coaching. Like. And that's why.
Hey, I gotta hop off. Ray's man, it's all love, bro.
All love, bro. No, all love, bro.
Right.
For sure. Yeah.
All right.
Definitely, fellas.
Yeah.
The reason I got Red is he basically created modern defense. If you really want to talk about it,
that's facts.
Help defense, on-ball defense. He can say he got them. He coached the most successful team. He got that. Bill Russell was really, if you want to think about it, he was like a point center, if you really want to say that. He was a point center. Just look at all the players. John Havlicek, like, look at how look at how he groomed all these players. Like, I would have red up there for sure.
Oh, no, of course.
I think we're Red Owl back. You still had 8 teams back then. I still use it. People don't like it. Dime Dropper definitely hates it when I bring that up. But I'm sorry. You can't, like, I don't put like Will and Bill Russell. Obviously, you can't have no 7-foot regular dudes walking around the earth and they're not gonna play basketball. So yes, but a lot of the perimeter guys, they're not gonna make the league. They're gonna be in the street because number one, you only allow 5 black people on the team. That's number one. Number two, there's only 8 teams. So to me, it's different when Red you have that to work with. So imagine you just have like one conference to work against, and now you're the only ill dude around. It's like maybe you and the not even the New York Knicks guy wasn't there yet. Red Holzman wasn't there yet. No. So you're really the only wheeling and dealing dude around. It's not like you could be a general manager, head coach today. Today is way harder to coach and general manage than back then. That's not even close. Yeah. So forget the players. Forget about
more complicated and stuff for sure. Yeah,
1,000%. So to me, the Red Outback thing is like, yeah, you were doing things you were supposed to be doing, bro. Like the game.
I give you that.
You know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to knock him.
I don't want to knock him. He's like, see your point. Like in an era where segregation just ended, of course, who gonna get an Olympic level athlete?
Right.
Like so.
And we'll change. So for me, he's also like the Babe Ruth. Red Outback is the Babe Ruth of general managers, and he is that. I don't want to take that away from him, but Babe Ruth ain't even dog. You ain't even pitch or hit get a pitch from a Dominican, bro. Forget a black person. There were no Dominicans out back then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just different. So when we say that, that's why I point to people like Don Nelson, because he's more in a modern era. And what do you have, 3 or 4 Coach of the Year awards? When I start looking that up, the Milwaukee Bucks in the Eastern Conference back then, and then in the 90s,
Bucks was the best team in the 80s that didn't win a chip.
Yeah. And then in the Eastern Conference, the Western Conference in the 90s, you had Chris Webber. You start beefing with him because you want him to play the 5 in 94.
Yeah,
what?
Damn,
was a bad move.
He wanted to go. He wanted to join the Knicks. When he joined us, he wanted to go get Shaq. So Don Nelson was really just the guy that was ahead of his time. If Don Nelson coached today, he'd be ill.
He would have said that. He would love to coach in this era now.
Are you kidding me?
I gotta look up the all-time great coaches.
And then hold on, though. But then he made a mistake. He traded Mitch Richmond for
big time
for
Billy Owens.
Oh, Billy Owens. And then that was the worst mistake he ever made.
Bro, how do you? Because now it takes away from who he was. Because you think about it, he's a guy that just sees the game like a video game. Like fuck, I'm gonna put Chris Mullin at the 5 and see what happens.
But you got to remember, he was also the head coach and the GM
of Golden State.
He had full control.
Okay.
He had full control.
So him, like Pat Riley, I give respect to. Even what Mike Brown did this year should be saluted. I never liked Mike Brown, but if you think about it, I didn't realize how he got fired after 5 games.
He had a successful career.
He got a successful career. No, it was messed up, bro. He got fired after 5 games. You got fired in LA. It was.
No,
he was getting paid though.
I heard he said something to Kobe, and Kobe wasn't messing with it, so he got him out of there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he said something. I don't know what it was. He said something to Kobe, and Kobe wasn't feeling it. And he was like, "We got to get him out of there." He wanted him to do something, play a certain way, or an approach that he didn't agree with, something like that.
It has to be at a certain point. It got to be more than that. You know what I mean? Like. So if you're the owner, you sit down Mike Brown, he just won 60+ games with the Cavs, and LeBron by himself, basically. I don't care what anybody says. LeBron's by himself on the top rated.
No, Mo Williams shot 40% from 3.
Mo
Williams shot 40% from 3.
You know what's so great?
Hold on, Turbo.
Big Z, Drew Gooden was good for that time. They had the Cavs of the mid 2000s was one of the best 3-point shooting teams for their era. Let's not cap. And that year they were like top 10 in defense and offense. Like LeBron had help, and he had a good coach.
LeBron was the help. Like we got to stop that. Go ahead, Turbo. You don't like LeBron?
I just think
no. But you know what's so crazy? He had a 5-year deal, and he had like 5. He was sitting lovely because he was still getting paid from Cleveland and the Lakers.
Yeah, he did something. He pissed Kobe off. He pissed Kobe off.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
but he was living good though. Them checks, them Cleveland and LA checks was coming in for the past 6-7 years.
But with that being said, on Cleveland, even regardless of where we stand on the talent level there, they were a defensive team basically, and LeBron was like a free safety back there. Okay, but we knew him as a defensive coach. So for him to do all that, go on the Golden State bench, learn whatever he learned now in Sacramento, flip everything, and look like Golden State now. That's exactly what you have against Mike D'Antoni. Mike D'Antoni, you're gonna learn how to do some defense, like do the opposite of what you do a little bit, because that is part of what doesn't help you out. Don't get me wrong, but Mike Brown has done that, so he's a great coach now, right?
Yeah. And I think this ain't his first coach of the year. He won a couple of them, so I think all he got to do is win the chip. So he got the catalog already. That'll put him up there.
He'll get in the Hall of Fame if he wins a championship with the Kings. Oh, he get in the Hall of Fame.
That'll get him up there for sure.
Nah, you have to. I mean, he's gonna be.
I saw a picture ESPN posted. He was on the coaching staff for a couple of I don't know how many. One of them Spurs teams,
the San Antonio Spurs. So he won a championship as an assistant, and plus he helped Steven Jackson get into the league. He told him, he said, "Yo, if you play defense, we're gonna come and get you." He said, "Oh, if you could play defense, you got a career."
Really?
Yeah. All he got to do is I think he already a Hall of. Well, nah, he got to get a chip to cap.
No, if he gets Sacramento
his own chip. Facts.
If he gets Sacramento a championship,
I don't. Again. See, I'm a guy that I've tried to be consistent with this, and not to a fault. Yeah. But I think championships, that's when it gets overrated. Because hold on, Turbo. Because why does he need a chip if he's shown this, right?
Validates it.
Hold on, right? But that would validate it if he got the right team to get a chip. I can understand if he had a championship team and they lost often, but you're talking about a guy who switched his whole strategy. If they continue this success, let's say for the next 3 or 4 years, how is that stopping him from getting to the Hall of Fame?
No, I think he can get in. I think he can get in. He can get in.
It won't. It'll make a difference if he first ballot or not. That's what it will do.
Oh man, and that's what I hate though. I really, if you hear me talk, anytime you hear me,
I kind of hate that too. But I'm just saying, if he wins a championship for the Kings that never won anything,
Oh, that'll make him first ballot for sure.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he helps the Kings win their first championship ever, and then you got to remember, he got the Cleveland to the finals. They never been to the finals.
Facts.
So that is success. That is success.
Yeah,
1,000%.
Success.
That's why. But that's why I don't like the championship thing. Like, even with the LeBron, I never ever have used it. When people say Mike was
a great play. Here's the thing that I don't like. Hold on. Sorry, Grace, man. But
no, go ahead.
I don't like with people, because a lot of people do a lot of nitpicking, right?
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna use a couple of players, right? Like, okay, Grant Hill, Reggie Miller, George Gervin. They'll say, yo, those guys were great players. Oh, you know, they did their thing. But when they go to Barkley, Karl Malone, Allen Iverson, and Patrick Ewing, they didn't win the championship. They nitpick. But guys, to me, if you're gonna be fair, say they all great players. If not, hold guys like Grant Hill and Reggie Miller accountable for not winning the championship.
Go ahead, Rage, man.
I was never. I appreciate everything. I appreciate the nuance of the player. I appreciate the stats. I appreciate. But my thing is, I am fair. And
no, I'm not saying you.
No. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. I'm just speaking generally.
I just don't like the Nick.
I think the championship.
Right. Well, let him finish.
I just think the championship is the ultimate differentiator in levels. Me personally, I know they all great, but people, of course, they're gonna go to the extremes. But I think the championships, those type of things, the accolades, some of those are differentiators, because some of those dudes who didn't win had the ultimate opportunities, like Charles Barkley. But and I still think Elgin Baylor is the only super. And I know if y'all heard how I would determine what a superstar is. In my opinion, Elgin Baylor, the only NBA superstar to not win a championship or MVP. I think Elgin Baylor the greatest to never win a championship.
I totally agree. I totally agree, because even Dr. J said that's somebody that he idolized. And if you look at his highlights, the way how the Cats are playing today, he was doing that. So he was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
So you're saying that he was like, and he's almost not penalized for it, but you're saying like Barkley, Malone,
forgotten. Elgin Baylor forgotten outright. Like they say AI, Karl Malone, Charles. I think they're a tier below. They only made 1 or 2. Elgin Baylor made like 7, 8 finals, and he technically was on the 72 team. He only played.
He got hurt.
Games. He retired.
He retired
after. Yeah. I hate that. Don't you hate that when a guy
retires? Do you think if they play the game, if you think if they play one game they deserve a ring, or it should be a certain amount of games?
Yeah, he wouldn't want it.
No. But I'm just saying, like, what's his name from he was an all Yankees. No, he played for the Yankees. Damn, I forgot his freaking name, but it'll come to me. He retired in 95 to 96 season, and then the Yankees.
Oh, Don Mattingly.
Yeah. Retired, and then the Yankees win the World Series.
Did they retired? Well, that's part of the game. That must hurt. But see, the difference is Mattingly retired in the offseason. Elgin Baylor retired in the middle of the season.
Right. At the beginning of it.
So he tried. So that was like him saying, like, yo, he knows.
Was done. Yeah, he was hurt.
You know what I mean? So I think that's what hurts more. Like, damn, and he could have played. Like, he was just like, he probably gave it a shot. He was like, I can't do this shit. Yeah. Like, that hurts more to me. But again, that's why I think not that championships are overrated, but the way we rate players because of them. It's like, as much as y'all say about Scottie Pippen, I'm like, I don't know if he's that same guy somewhere else. He's not leading them to a chip. He's not. That's not who he is. There's only like 3-4 guys every generation that can do that.
Right. I'm glad you just brought that up, Faye. Like, a lot of people don't really, and I kind of go into this on my channel. Like, a lot of people really don't know how many leaders there have been over the years and superstars. And I said this, like, with a KD and a Kawhi or Moses Malone, like, every superstar is not a leader. It's only been certain amount, like, over the past 50 years, you got Shaq, Steph, Magic, Larry, Jordan, them like 6.
Wait. I gotta disagree with that, because it's not when you're a superstar, like a franchise player, when you get on the court, you are a leader. Don't get me wrong.
No,
I think there's more.
I'm talking about when I mean leader. When I mean like a leader, I'm talking about the mental leader. Like you won't deny that Jordan, Magic, Larry, Shaq, Steph, they are the core of them teams.
Right.
Yeah.
But I will say this: look at Dirk Nowitzki, right?
Fact.
This is somehow overlooked that he was soft, somehow because he won the chip. And I'm like, nah. I remember when he was like LeBron and he was weak-minded, and they pushed him. Like they would really punk him on the court. He's on the phone. So for me, it was like he's still the leader when they get on that court. That never changes because, in my opinion, the definition of a leader is who's the person that makes everything easier.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So for me, if you got Dirk and Steph Curry, Curry's gonna make it easier for everyone because off ball, like they use the word gravity and stuff like that to me. And Dom knows how I feel about this. Yo, there's always been gravity. Shaq had gravity. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah. No.
Yo, Rage, if you don't have gravity, you ain't no damn superstar. What are we like? What that kind of a stupid ass? I hate that term.
No, but I see what I think I know where Dom was going with that. Yeah.
No, he hates that word.
There has always been gravity. I'm not gonna use it, but
right. He hates
when it comes to it, no, but Steph Curry on the Shaq level. KD ain't on the level of Shaq when it comes to impact.
Nobody.
Steph Curry on the Shaq level of impact. Yes, he is.
No.
Yes, he is.
Nah, he changed it. He changed the game. Everybody wants to shoot 3-pointers like him now.
Steph Curry on the Shaq Michael Jordan level of impact. That's what I mean. That's a different level of leadership. Impact.
Y'all are crazy.
No, yes, Steph Curry is on the Jordan level, Shaq level impact.
How about Jordan's not on Shaq's level? Are y'all crazy? They changed the rules for Shaq. They put a zone.
I'm talking about. We just talking about that game.
Did you? Hold on. I'm gonna make a post because I just saw it. Richard Jefferson made a great point. Yo, dog. They didn't even have the backboards ready for a Shaq. They had to change the machinery for a guy like Shaq.
Yeah, they up there.
Don't ever compare. Let me
when
tell you
it comes
something,
to impact, like the most impactful players, you gotta
influential
for the world. Jordan,
no,
Magic, Will, Curry.
Yeah, Steph will sell more shoes. The VIP section, yeah, maybe, but impacting the game, there's nobody like Shaq. Pat Riley and these guys sat down, changed the rules, and they said we can't ever have that guy in the finals again. We don't want that. There is no impact like that. Jordan, like Will Chamberlain said, they changed the rules for you, buddy. They changed them against me. They put rules in place to stop me. They helped you with them. So with Shaq, it's different.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, because they wouldn't allow him to dunk in college. They were scared. That's crazy. They couldn't dunk in college.
Yeah, that's wild.
And that was my beef with the whole Kyrie Irving thing when they say he's the top 10 most talented player. Yeah. What the hell are you people talking about?
Too. If you just talking about pure offense, yeah, but defense too, nah.
As soon as you mention defense, but how about the fact that dunking is not a skill whatsoever? It's not.
Right,
is it?
Dunking, right?
Am I bugging?
Nah, in this era of basketball, dunking is a lost art. It's dead. Like the 3-point shot is taken over from dunking. Like a lot of people. KD said he would rather shoot a 3 over somebody than dunk on somebody. That's telling.
You 7 feet tall.
Said that.
The hell is wrong with him? He's 7 feet. If I was 7 feet tall, I'd be trying to dunk on everybody. What is wrong with him?
And that's what he's
like the George Gervin of this era.
Facts.
George Gervin,
that's one thing I hold against KD.
His hands was getting too tired, and that's why he just did the finger roll.
That's one thing I hold against KD. He almost 7 feet tall. He never averaged at least 10 rebounds. Like that's terrible.
I think, but don't you think he's kind of like not built for that?
Same thing with Dirk. Not 10 rebounds a game. Like that's bad.
Yeah,
like
at least get that.
When it's all said and done, I think Giannis I think Dirk got more of a catalog, but when it's all said and done, Giannis is going to be better than Dirk and Garnett.
I was saying that because even for me, I said the first 7 years for Giannis, I would take his first 7 before Steph. How can you?
Steph?
Of course. He's again a leader for me, is someone who makes the game easier for you. And you just said it. If we count on defense, this ain't even close.
Yeah,
it's easier. Like imagine
not a good defender. Nah.
Yeah, imagine if you had Clay. You had Clay with Giannis.
Solid. Curry's solid, man.
He got wait. Listen, Steph Curry last year in the playoffs.
He led the league in steals once.
steals ain't nothing to me. What Steph Curry did last year in the championship was amazing. In defensively, I ain't talking about offense.
Yeah.
Defensively, and remember Steph had to bulk up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I also believe, like with JJ Redick, he kind of OD'd. But I don't think
Redick, I don't like him. I got a tour with him a while back. Like, I do not like JJ Redick. He makes some good points, but after we got a tour a while back, I can't mess with him. Like,
you mean like how in person? You saw him?
No. It was over IG. I posted a clip. It was him and Chris Bosh. They was talking. They was talking about how Bill Russell. This when that first went viral. When they was talking about how Bill Russell era was trash and stuff. I was saying like, yeah, y'all can afford to not work in the off season, not in golf all the regulars in golf the off season. And I was saying like, and I said in my caption, I was mentioning like, bro, Chris Bosh, you're not even a top 15 center, and at best, and JJ Redick, you wouldn't even been playing back then. That's what I was saying, and he commented. He commented trying to be sarcastic on my post. He said, that's a lot of hashtags. You know, I put a lot of hashtags in my post. Not because I have motifs instead of them hashtags. It's kind of patterns throughout all my posts if you pay attention to them. And I was like, and then I responded to him and I was like, what they mean? Like, because I know I did that purposefully. He was trying to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like standing on what he was saying. And you did. Of course, I see every other player. Only role players agree with him, like superstars. Even Bob Cousy responded to him, called him a bum. Like
no, not only. Whoa. Not only Jerry West has my
West obliterated him.
That's my most favorite quote of any superstar, maybe ever.
Obliterated him.
Hold on, Turbo. Did you hear me? He said real quick. Wait,
I heard you.
He said, JJ Redick, I like you, but what did you ever do to impact the outcome of a game? When he said that, I said, yo, that's how you get into the mind. That old man is crazy. Don't fuck with that old man.
He is crazy.
Jerry West ain't nothing to play with.
Okay? But I listen to people's words. He was very specific. What did you do to affect the outcome of how this game ended? Any game. Not one game. Any one of them. Pick a game. What did you do to affect it? You ain't on this level. You don't sit at this table.
And when people say, and he make great points, but he making obvious points to me. And when when the casual person say like, oh, he's speaking the truth, I'm like, bro, his credibility is gone. Like amongst players, like elite players. And Michael Cooper just flamed him not too long ago.
Oh yeah, but he spoke about
he just
Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah,
I like JJ Redick. I think he gets too emotional. Because when he was on First Take, what happened this week when he said something? Oh, the Golden State Kings thing. He just clarified it on his show, on his podcast. So they know what First Take is about. That shit is like earlier, we were all going crazy right now about whatever it was, right? Yeah, so that moment, it was a First Take is built on. So JJ Redick, he knows he's only doing that because I need the promotion. Now I'm gonna go back to my show. You got 800,000 subscribers, bro. JJ Redick is the man, right? And you follow your Synergy Sports and your analytics and all that. It's gravy. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, that's what happens. We get too, like you said, we get too emotional, and all of a sudden you call them like, you serious? This 1960s and 70s? Like I just said, these players that weren't even allowed to be in the NBA. You talking about the players that were allowed to be there, the 7 foot guys, and it was only 8 teams. And I always argue with Dom and anybody about this. They got rid of all the centers on every team. There was at least 2 centers back in the day on each team. Right? So if you take away 2 centers, how many more guards do you have on the team now?
Right. And of course, 3-point shot. Like if the 3-point shot didn't exist, JJ Redick literally would not even be in the game. Like he can't get his own shot or nothing.
That's crazy. So now imagine if every player, what they consider a skill, which is my argument about Kyrie Irving. Okay, he's super skilled at handling the ball, shooting, and getting his own shot and finishing at the rim. I'll give him that. But at the same time, you have way more of those guys because you have those positions filled up now.
Right.
And it's like the center is gone.
It's almost canceled out. Like, yeah, you
right.
can move better.
I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, everybody can do what you're doing. Like, yeah, he could probably get a chant from the crowd or something. Like, but yeah, I feel what you're saying. Like everybody doing that, even the centers.
Go from Jersey.
Right, but it's even if you have to shoot the ball or even a power forward or whatever. Like when you're a big man, all right. But you telling me guys back then didn't have that skill?
Right,
like Ralph Sampson, Akeem Olajuwon. Akeem Olajuwon said I wasn't gonna go outside, shoot the ball outside for what? I make all my money. I'm only playing Ewing, David Robinson. I'm only playing them 4 or 5 times a year.
Right. And I'm subscribed to JJ. I'm gonna just keep my distance.
I like him.
I hear his credibility kind of low for me, but when you talk about credibility amongst players talking, like he one of the last people I listen to for like insight. I like him. I think JJ Redick is for like a casual.
You think so?
Yes. You think JJ Redick giving real he'll share a story, but you think he really dropping in-depth knowledge? Like how much knowledge on the game do
I like
JJ really got outside of college? Yeah, he was successful collegiately, but I'm talking about like at the pro level.
He gets more than Draymond. He gets more than who's professional P's out there now, podcast P. I don't know if Draymond is.
He do get more than. I agree with that. He get more than Paul George. Some of these people are oversaturating the podcast.
Yeah, I think JJ Redick is good at. He's an ESPN dude analyst that can sit on the podcast and break it down like that. And Draymond is too much. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Right.
You ain't breaking the game. If Draymond broke the game down more or better, like he tries to sound way smarter. And he's not a dumb dude. It's just bro.
He is smart. He is smart.
I'd rather you go on your podcast and talk shit.
Facts.
Like about how you would break the game down and steal. What the fuck are we? I'd rather you talk like that and break break a play down, break film down the way you would with your teammates around, like cursing and all that. This fake Draymond with a bow tie on, I don't want that shit.
You know what's crazy? You know what I think a lot of them, and I'm not a fan of his. I'm not a fan of his, but I do kind of like appreciate his game in retrospect and what his impact. I think a lot of the soul of the basketball kind of died with Kobe, because a lot of people would not be saying a lot of the shit they saying if Kobe was playing. Like, you think JJ Redick would be calling Bill Russell out and Bob Cousy out if Kobe was alive? Like, Kobe would have checked them. Like, Bill Russell was one of Kobe mentors. Like, and
he's the reason why he's the reason why Shaq and Kobe was talking on that Martin Luther King game.
And and Detail. Remember the show Detail?
No. Yeah.
Kobe he had a little mini series on ESPN.
Oh yes, he did. He called the Golden State Warriors a democratic version of offense, and him and Kobe were more.
Yeah, he did. He won the Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, all that.
Yeah. Oh man, the Scottie Pippen one is crazy.
Yeah, he broke it down. NBA player is Kobe had it all. Kobe was eloquent. Kobe was smart. That's how an NBA player is supposed to break the game down. It's nobody with LeBron don't got the mind of Kobe. He cannot eloquent like Kobe. LeBron not as smart as a lot of people give him. He got a lot of people in his. He got a good team. LeBron not individually intelligent. He know what to say, and and sometimes he don't even know what to say. But it's not a player like that outside of Jordan. And Jordan don't want to talk to the public no more. Outside of Kobe, there's not a player like that that can break the game and be an advocate for the game like that objectively.
Damn. You mean a superstar? Because
a superstar player. There's not a superstar player
like that. But I think I don't even know why they don't though. Like Kevin Durant, you got your own podcast basically. Like you should be.
Kevin Durant don't got the personality.
Yeah, because he don't like to speak.
It's nobody like that.
Yeah. I agree. When Kobe passed, it was like, damn, because he did that story on Ramad Rashad, his last interview. The dude was breaking down how the Nets used to be in certain angles in the 80s. I'm like, this guy's not human at all. He broke down on how the Nets were different from the 80s up until now. I'm like, this dude is like a fucking scientist when it comes to basketball.
There's a guy we had shout out to Stoff. We got the Juice Bar, I think 138th and 8th in Harlem. He came through to play ball crazy, and he met Kobe in Rice High School, and he said, he didn't like Kobe. But after that conversation, he grew a whole other type of respect. He said that dude was standing on the sideline with them. He threw a quarter on the court. He would keep throwing a quarter on the court, and he would tell you what the measurement was from the quarter to the rim. Any spot on the floor, they were like, what? Like the stuff he would do, it was I didn't even think about doing that, but he was a different kind of guy. I don't think he might make my top 10. I tried doing this before.
No, me personally, this me. I don't have him in my top 10. I have a lot of reasons because here's the reasons why. You can say a lot of people you do. I'm not gonna argue with you, but I have my reasons why I don't have him in the top 10, just like the reason I don't have LeBron in my top 10. But he, like basketball mind and basketball advocacy wise, there's not gonna be another player like that.
It's like a lot like with Tupac in the 90s. I always said about him, this guy's ahead of his, like, I was a super fan. And then I realized like how hypocritical he was and what he was doing because he understood the media. So he was a guy that was like a Renaissance man. Like Kobe was a Renaissance man.
Yeah, Kobe
like his
that,
mind
that
was
Tupac effect. He does have that he does have like that Tupac effect.
Yeah,
I can remember when he passed, and I was in a car riding going to Virginia to go to a family member's house. And I remember it was on the radio, and
bro,
the air in the building, and then they had the Soul Train Award. The air in the building, you could tell, like when somebody has an impact in your life, you can tell, like the energy in the building was like dead solid. Like
wow.
Never seen nothing like that. Just watching it on TV, so I can imagine just being in there. Like when some people just have that effect on you he had that Michael Jackson effect. Because when Mike died, oh my gosh,
I remember that too. Damn,
shut down. Like
the world froze for me too.
I remember some girl came to my job. She was in tears. I wasn't there. I left like a couple of hours. At first, I didn't want to believe it because I never really believed in TMZ. Yeah, right. I didn't believe them at first. I'm like, joking.
Good point.
And then I saw it on CNN. And then once I went to the radio and I was like, okay, now it's for real. And then when Channel 7 broke the news that I was like, yeah, this is and BET, I was like, yeah,
that's a good point.
Real.
Yeah, the TMZ, real. That Def and Rihanna's thing, it blew up TMZ.
If anything, bro, I'm gonna tell you, bro. If anything, believe TMZ. Some things.
I believe.
No, that's now.
They get it first.
I don't know how old you are, Rage Man, but
I'm 24. I was born in '98.
See, for you, TMZ is like some new news. For us, that was like the National Enquirer, and we go to the supermarket.
Like tabloid.
Yeah, it is tabloid. But when you saw when Michael,
I think TMZ, me personally, this going to be in my tinfoil hat if you want to call me a conspiracy theorist. Right. I think TMZ. I think that's one of the a Hollywood agency to track.
Oh, 1,000%. Oh, you know where it started from, right?
What?
TMZ is named after the 30 Mile Zone. That's what TMZ stands for. That's a Hollywood studio. So the guy, Harvey Levin, he's a partial owner now, but he went from Fox to some other studio recently. They just made like, I forgot how much, 100 million or whatever. They are definitely in cahoots with Hollywood.
Yeah, they track celebrities. So believe TMZ. They get the
but what he's saying is, Rage Man, before that Michael Jackson death, we didn't believe anything they said. They were just. And then all of a sudden,
because was always a hoax with somebody. It was always a hoax that somebody was dead. I remember they said Martin Lawrence was dead. Not them, but I was just hearing that. When the internet game was
just coming up.
So a lot of people wanted to get their news so fast, you didn't know who to believe. But then when I read the story and I was telling my uncle, he was like, "No, they're an actual source. They really do their due diligence. They're not the type of people that would spread rumors." And matter of fact, they did a special on who really killed Michael Jackson. Yo, that shit is like mind blowing.
That's crazy.
TMZ did like with the doctor, like how. Yo, you gotta watch it because it's not it real. Because I thought his doctor should have really went to jail, but nah, there's some stuff that really went behind the scenes. Yo, you gotta go see who really killed him. You're gonna be like, yo, that shit is crazy, bro.
Well, I know this ain't sport, but we go all over the place now. We in overtime.
Yeah.
See, with Michael Jackson, the thing with him when he was younger, he learned from Barry Gordy, and he learned how to create rumors about himself. So the reason why all them crazy rumors started flying was because he kind of started them rumors about himself to get in the paper. So then by the 90s hit around, it got out of control and he couldn't control anymore, but he was fine with it until that little kid thing. That kind of threw him off because it was like, whether you believe it's true or not, I believe what my man what's my Cat Williams said. Dog, if you don't want any of these accusations, what are you doing with an amusement park as a backyard? Like, so what are you doing with kids in your bed? Like, if you didn't do it, all right, cool, but dog, you got what are you doing serving? So it just looks bad, but at the same time, also you help spark this rumor world. Michael Jackson knew what the media was about. So by the time you fast forward, and he was supposed to he did get the Beatles catalog. He owned half of Sony.
Yeah, it does.
You know what Disney doing with Marvel right now? He was playing in that. He was playing in that.
That's what I heard recently, and it makes sense. But I don't know, because I don't know at that point.
Michael Jackson, when he was alive, he was one of the richest. He's still probably the most successful musical artist of all time.
Oh, yo, they said all his catalogs, his albums are still selling. He said it's gonna go triple, like
I think
catalog's gonna be worth $1 billion.
I think
I'm
gonna go this way. I think there's credence to both sides. I think he accumulated a little too much power, and powers that be did have a little dirt, but not the dirt. They did have some dirt on him. I think it's truth in both. I think they didn't. He definitely got a little too much power, and
but that's what we all know. When you get all that power, they will find a way to.
Yeah, but I think that's politics at that point. Like look right now. The part of the reason why I don't like being too consumed with sports. I'll be doing a lot of stuff over here, right? It's because, bro, what's going on with Russia and China right now? Like, once they're really making their imprint in the currency and the financial world. So, but Russia couldn't do that by themselves. They know they needed China involved in that. So I say all that to go back to Michael Jackson. Who is Michael Jackson's Russia or China? Like, that's what happens once you get that much power, you can't be the king. You're not allowed to be the king in that dome. You gotta be. Remember, the mob changed everything in this country when Luciano sat down and Rothstein told him, yo, you can't just run that by yourself. You could pop both of these dudes. He popped both bosses, which was from Italy, ended that whole regime and said, we're going to have 5 families and you can have your family in Chicago and Philly and Buffalo, but we're going to have, and I'm the commissioner. That's how they settled it. It had to be democratic. So imagine in the musical world, we just know Michael Jackson because he's the most famous dude ever. But in reality,
was trying to make something happen for real.
I don't know.
No,
for me, here's my thing, Rage Man. Why didn't you try to make it happen in 1987, dog? You know what I'm saying? Like Prince changed his name in the 90s. It's too late. It's too late, bro.
Yeah.
Like at your peak, when you do it, then it's a problem. Now it's a problem. That's what was so crazy about Pac dying. That's how the conspiracies came about, because this is the next breed of the Black Panthers. Like he has it in him to go against the grain. Yeah. He is educated from the beginning. That's why I said Pac was different than everybody, because he was taught about technology from birth. So now he's going into the rap game like this, and he happens to be a star. Nah, this is too. It's like lightning in the bottle. So sometimes it's too much for some person to consume.
He was trying to reignite and do he was going to do a One Nation album with all the West Coast and East Coast artists. He was getting ready to do that with all the artists from across the world to settle the score. And then after that,
he got caught up in the marketing side of of what that brought to him, because he knew I made the paper, just like Michael Jackson. These rumors created a part of my promotion, but with him it was like, oh, these real life events, I'm shooting people, I'm getting shot. That's the ultimate promotion. So so now you gotta live your art. It was just too dangerous. Yeah, listen, that's my favorite. Him, like Malcolm X, Einstein and Da Vinci, like my favorite people ever. So it's like these guys are just like when Malcolm X said I seen Elijah Muhammad in my cell room, like I pictured him from there. Like, how did you? Oh, nah, he was different. He was in tune. He's a different guy. Like I fucks with him. That's just a different level. So in this generation, when we start saying Michael Jackson wanted to do what, he wanted to do what? My man, all of my friends are like Jay-Z fans. I'm like, listen, he's great, maybe the greatest ever, but I don't care. He doesn't do. I'm not with the whole "you got dreads now" word. I'm not. Listen, tell me whatever you want, bro.
Facts.
But you're a businessman. Like, it is what it is. I'm
Yeah.
not buying all of a sudden 2023. You want to help everyone out.
Facts.
Nah.
Yeah.
Stop it, bro. You're here. And there's no and I'm not mad at you. Do what you do, bro, but don't act like you for us like that. That's crazy.
Yeah. I definitely said something about that. Jay-Z, he ain't. I don't think Jay he good, but I think he kind of overrated. Like Midwest, who really bumped in the Midwest? Don't nobody bump Jay-Z like that. In the South, ain't nobody bump Jay-Z like that. I don't even think y'all bump Jay-Z like that in New York over Nas.
We do. Yeah, we do. Nah.
Jay-Z over Nas or X. Or
of course, JC. Yeah, Jay was Jay, bro. Let's not get this twisted. Jay is Jay. Yeah. Jay. That's what I'm saying. Like, he deserves his mention as the GOAT.
He got his slot, but that was after shit. That was after Biggie, Pac, and shit. Was he ever the best? I mean, did he ever?
He had the hype, but then there's a lot of.
Was he ever the best over X, over 50, over over Juvenile in 2000?
Yes. He wasn't hotter. He wasn't hotter than any one of those guys. But in terms of who's nicer, he was nicer than all of them for long.
He was more consistent than all of them.
He was nice, bro. Like,
he was more
like that. That's what I give him. But at the same time, like, everybody has stands, and that's what happens because he's still around.
Yeah, he's still around. Yeah, good point.
And my mans think I'm hating. I'm like, I'm not hating on him. I just hate that you love him that much. Like, get out of here. I'm a grown man, bro. But it is.
Yeah.
But then I look like a hater.
Getting out too much.
Yeah.
Fanboying too much of these artists.
So, guy.
But it's the same.
Fanboying these artists too much.
I'm going through the same thing as a Knicks fan with the RJ Barrett dudes, and I'm like, bro, you think I want to hate? Like, RJ Barrett is. Come on now, like, you think I don't want him to be successful? If he's successful, we'll be better. But he's not that dude.
Nah, he not. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say he not. I ain't even know it.
He's not, Rage, man.
I don't watch the Knicks. I don't watch the Knicks like this. So he not that guy.
So what does he do that's great? And you should know because you watch ball.
Yeah, fact.
I think using the word fan.
I don't hear no buzz around RJ Barrett for real.
There's a buzz because he got some swag. That's what it is. I keep telling y'all, people love their razzle. They really are in love with these guys and their groupies. And there's no disrespect.
They be in love with the razzle, bro. They be falling for the sauce, man. I be like, what the hell? They be grown ass man too. I be like, what?
What'd you say? I'm like, say
me and Fame are from New York, and he can attest to this. This whole bandwagon stuff happened like 2000 and 2003 when the Ja Rule situation in 50 that changed the game. Everybody went for themselves. It started hop. That's when the whole bandwagon hopping on being an artist. No, just in general. But that happened around 2000 and 2003.
I think that came with just where rap became officially. It officially became like the most popular genre. Like, our generation was all right. Rap is the thing. I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, they said rap is the most popular genre like 2 years. I said, wait, you guys are lost. Rap has been
for a while, for real.
It's been like
come on now.
Officially, it probably been a couple years ago, but it is. Yeah.
No, officially, people are idiots and they just say what they want to say.
You got people that just jump in and just be talking and don't know.
Right, exactly.
That's all it is.
It's all about money. But I don't. Yeah, the stand thing. But again, if you talk to me, it's
like
America.
People don't know how to be fans of both sides. Okay, if you like, everybody loves the whole Cardi and Nicki beef. They feed into that. Like, you can like both of them. I don't compare those two.
Right.
Like both of them. You can like both of them. Like, everybody got to go, who? It's like when like back then.
It's so
hold on, Rage, man, because we come from like the era when like collaborations wasn't as big, but there was like, like if you had 4 rappers, 4 MCs on one record, we just loved it because it was dope. It was never a debate like, who had.
That's not true. See, I disagree. No, that's a lie.
I never heard.
That's a lie.
I never heard. Whoa.
We definitely on the same song.
Exactly. The rappers were competitive. Yes, they were.
They were competitive, but it wasn't like. But
that's not true. That's not true, Turbo.
It's not like how it is now.
Hold on, wait. How is it now? They don't even rap against each other now.
No. Hold on. No, not now, but back then, like when the whole it was the Drake, the Eminem record.
2010, 2009.
I was asking who had the best verse, and Eminem had the best verse.
Yeah,
or Kanye.
I was never that type of person. That
Yeah, it was Kanye. Yeah,
I always feel like,
Kanye,
if you got 4 rappers on it and everybody's spitting their bars, it's to me that's what makes it so. That makes it so dope.
Yeah, that was a good song.
Fuck that. We compared them. I don't know. You know why that's a lie, Turbo? Because rap is the first genre where, like, I learned this from the older dudes back in the day in the 60s and 70s. They would battle about their crooners. They would battle about not the 4 Tops in the Manhattans. They would battle about the Temptations. Who's better? It's just that they couldn't really, and they would battle on stage.
Yeah, we saw that.
But now, so now, fast forward to the 90s, we got to see our favorite rappers really battle.
Yeah.
Like KRS-One dude, like that's what made it so different.
Yeah.
So they were actually engaging in what we were doing as fans. So it was dope. But we definitely compared.
But I'm saying the collaborations at that time was limited. Like the best posse cuts around that time. You had Scenario, Symphony. I put Headbanger on there. That's where Redman made his debut.
EPMD,
yeah. But another underrated record that nobody talks about, and that was the last record that NWA did, was called The Grand Finale. To me, that's one of the most underrated.
Oh shit, that's the original, because I only heard the one with Method Man. I gotta go back and listen to that.
No,
that's crazy.
I said NWA. No, I said
NWA had the original. I only heard the one with
Grand Finale. The Grand Finale on the Belly sound.
Yes,
that was
with DMX.
That was a dope record.
So by the late 90s, again, it has to do with technology. By the time you get to the point where you have the internet, where you could just at the touch of a button create a how you say how you just say that?
A playlist?
Not a playlist. You can make not a
mixtape, something like that.
What kind of record is that? A posse cut.
Yeah, posse cut. Yeah.
At the touch of a button, you can make a posse cut. You can't. They don't even want to do it. But back then, you had to carry around a big, DAT tape, whatever it's called, and that's why they couldn't make them. Or if you guys were in the same studio at the same time, right?
It was limited.
Yeah. So I think,
but it wasn't like me personally, because I'm like a hip hop and like my sister's niece, he was down with that whole Onyx movement and all of that stuff. So I've been around major figures. So I never heard those types of conversations. They just said, "Yo, whatever record, dope record."
Not for us.
People for me that I've been around.
Not for us.
What game y'all covering? Some games later?
At nighttime?
We
might just go live. Yeah, we might just have to go live because it's that the other joint went crazy. The New York Knicks one, I think we got like 100 views on it. It was dope.
Yeah,
they were.
And we're gonna be at the and it's gonna be
that was a good one.
Yeah, y'all did tomorrow. If you know the Garden gonna be rocking, so we definitely gotta the Garden's gonna be rocking.
We might have to. Yeah, I might report live from the Garden. I'm right there. All right. Never miss the game.
I'm about to look into this Kawhi stuff, man. Damn,
that's crazy.
Damn, I'm about to look into that and I'll hop on with y'all later if y'all go live for sure.
Definitely, it's time to get off, man. It's 5 o'clock. That's crazy. I appreciate y'all.
3 hours. Yeah.
I appreciate y'all jumping on because this,
that's
you know what I mean.
You said what the views that we got when we was doing it was Tuesday. It was the Tuesday show.
Because of the Knicks. Once I put the Knicks live reaction, I guess on Facebook and everything was popping. Like so, so I appreciate everybody tuning in.
Yeah, we definitely gotta do it tomorrow because the Knicks are home. So I think that number is gonna triple.
It might go crazy.
That number might triple. I don't know.
At home, it might go nuts. And I think you got to put the right title in there. So then Facebook, because once the Knicks start kicking in, everything you got to watch the Google Trends. I've always give away the game. I try to. GoogleTrends.com. You go there, you see when the Knicks spike up.
Yeah.
You can follow that. And certain websites, I got to look into it. Some people are trying to charge for that. You can see when they spike up, and you just Google the names. Another trick is you go to Google, at least on the PC. You put in the Google search bar, you just type in Knicks, press space, and see what the next word is, and you could use that in your title for your video, and then you go and put it on Facebook and everything, and it gains traction because people are already searching for that.
Yeah.
So
that's gonna be crazy. I can't even imagine what it's going. The energy in the building at the Garden tomorrow is gonna be sick.
We gotta
imagine.
I'll talk about it tomorrow, but I'm worried about I'm worried. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like what I saw in game 2, man.
Yeah.
At all.
Days to rest, and like I said, Randall gotta calm the hell down and just play his game. Once he gets out of character, it's like,
yeah.
But I mean, I expected Cleveland to, to even it up, but I didn't expect a beating like that. I could see if they won by 5, 6. Okay, yeah, they put a little bit of effort in, but y'all got blown from the jump.
Nah, we'll talk about that tomorrow. When I tell you, I'm worried.
I already know.
I don't like what I saw at all. I
already know. Know.
Yo, so thanks to everybody for tuning in.
Yes,
Turbo.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Who was Zach? Came on here. Rage Man. We have somebody else? Rockstar Mel's crazy ass.
Yeah.
Allball. You already know what it is. AllBallTV. Fabian PerspecTV. See you tomorrow, same time, 2:00, man.
Yes, sir. We in here.